Today on MC Sports, we have the Paly Vikings and the Los Gatos Wildcats. Cats and Vikings coming up next on MC Sports. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kieran Costa with Bayer and CJ here at Ray Field in Palo Alto. It's the Los Gatos Wildcats and the Palo Alto Vikings. Looks to be a great matchup today here in Palo Alto, California. Any initial thoughts on the Cats, CJ?
Well, you know, Los Gatos, they've been a very consistent team. Every time I've seen them come here to play Palo Alto, and it has been about 3 years since I last saw them play, but they're always a consistent team, got a good ground game, got a decent passing game. Defense is pretty solid. The one weak point they have had in the past is a very weak middle. So if you can get back to the middle linebackers, you can score on them. But honestly, the Palo Alto team is going to have to fight. And Jackson Christ, I mean, we've seen him play. He's thrown some bombs over the years, man, and him and his older brother.
Thayer, what do you have to say about the home Vikings?
You know, like you put it, CJ, you know, Los Gatos is a very consistent team. They're never going to be top, but they're not going to be at the bottom. They're a very good team. But, man, do they have a test tonight. They got to go up against, like you said, Jackson Christ, Jameer Shepard, Paul Thigh, and the Palo Alto Vikings.
Looks to be a great matchup. We've got the opening kickoff coming up from Ray Field right after this.
Holy cow, that's small. Oh.
That's what she said. Welcome back to Ray Field in Palo Alto, California. It's going to be a great matchup. Booze raining down. Booze raining down on the Cats as they come out onto the field.
Well, Kieran,
it looks to be a very hostile environment today.
Well, Kieran, there's two things tonight. It's senior night and it's the 100th homecoming of Palo Alto, their football history. So there is going to be enmity raining down on the Cats like there is when the Earthquakes play the Galaxy at Stanford, dude. You know it's going to be hostile.
No one does care about MLS.
Yeah, we know, but it's going to be hostile, dude.
That's right. And what are two better teams to do this against? Both teams are over 500. They're both big rivals. It's homecoming. It's senior night. What more can you ask for? This is going to be a dogfight.
Gun. That's what more I can ask for. Gun Paly.
Oh, dude, the old throwback. You know, the only reason apparently they stopped doing those games was because Paly would run up the score, and by that we mean gun. It's not exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said it all, bro. I think we're done there.
Cats in the huddle, left sideline. They're facing a hostile, amped-up crowd here. I think they need to take the crowd out of it early. What does Paly need to do to keep them engaged?
What Paly needs to do to keep them engaged is probably score early. Not score super often, but keep the ball for long periods of time. Palo Alto, and honestly, this is just my opinion, but I'd like to find someone to argue this with. Best crowd support in the area. I have gone to several other schools. I've gone to Mountain View. I have gone to Los Altos football. I have gone to St. Francis of Quebec. St. Francis is pretty good, though their rage cage is a little weak, but, you know.
Damian Richard Valencia, the cornerback and wide receiver, leading the huddle tonight, called the whole team over. They're on a knee. All players, no coaches, and they're having a players' meeting, as you can see.
You know, hey, dude, I'm going to say this much. And Thayer, I'd like you to back me up on this, but how many teams do the pregame huddle like that? A lot in college football. You know, see a lot of teams like that.
You know, and one of the interesting things is that after Palo Alto beat McClymonds earlier this year, Jameer Shepard in a post-game interview, he said, "We're all brothers. We're together." They are really demonstrating that, and I think their coach Giver is really emphasizing that even more. Therefore, and the results are paying off.
Yeah, as a lot of people know, Nelson Gifford, he's been the coach here for a good many years, but I still remember when the old guy with the mustache was here. Love that man. He's great. Great man to interview. I've interviewed him twice.
It's really, great how we turned this program around. Here they are, 7-1 with 2 or 3 games left to play.
And they're definitely going to be doing a good job about that. Definitely going into SCVAL playoffs and definitely into the CCS finals. And now we're going to take a moment to honor all the deceased Palo Alto players, fans, and coaches here singing or playing of our national anthem.
We're about 1 minute from the start of tonight's football game. The referees are out in the middle of the field. The captain's lined up, ready to walk on to do the coin flip for this one. It looks like all the seniors might be coming out for Los Gatos. No, my bad. Five players to captain Los Gatos, and 4 for Paly. This could photos being taken of the captains, and now it's time for your national anthem.
Remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Why?
Wrong. Yeah. Wrong.
What?
All Blacks rugby. Looks to be a great game. Not a rivalry game, but homecoming, crowd hyped, players hyped.
I don't think you need to say much more. It's
Great atmosphere.
also, if we're taking a look, if you're looking at the Palo Alto side versus Los Gatos side right now, dude, this is way too one-sided. You've got the and Gatos isn't too far away from here distance-wise. We're not talking St. Ignatius versus St. Francis. This is another game I did where it's the city down to here. These teams are pretty close.
I believe that we will win chant rippling through the Paly crowd.
You know, and one of the interesting things with Palo Alto is that, you know, that vibe that they have with Jackson Chris as their quarterback. Jackson Chris has so many weapons. He can go to Jameer Shepard, he can hand it off to Aiden Chang, or he could go throw it in the slot to Paul Thye. And having that bond between your quarterbacks is something else.
And something saying, man, Aiden Chang, honestly, if he is one of the more underrated running backs I've seen. I mean,
Tonight's for football, nothing else. Great homecoming matchup coming up between the Cats and the Vikings. Captains out, hugs and handshakes all around, and Paly decides to take the opening kickoff. They will receive.
And, you know,
Kenny Jackson, the referee tonight.
don't know much about him, just be honest.
and with Palo Alto starting with the ball this game, you know, how do you look at it? Do you say, okay, we need a more conservative start, get points on the board, just a solid field goal, maybe even a touchdown? Or you say, smash out football, we're going to go get a touchdown, first drive, first play?
I'm going to be honest on this there. If this is the punch them first, make sure it hurts, make sure they know it hurts.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you have two teams coming in here. Both teams are very evenly matched. We got 5-2 for the Los Gatos Wildcats and 5-1 for the Palo Alto Vikings.
Looks to be a great matchup, and we are just about ready to go at Ray Field. You can see the crazy student section here at Palo Alto, American flags, signs, they're all up there.
And one of the players that I really think is going to be a difference maker tonight is maybe more of a sleeper player, although he is the head running back, Aiden Chang, because they are a passing team with Jackson Chris under center. So that's what I think we could really see a surprise from the running game tonight.
I'll say this much, man. Aiden Chang, I've watched him for about 2 years now. You hand him the ball, he's going through guys left, right, and center. I'm going to be blunt. He's like an old school Toby Gerhardt player right there. There. You remember Gerhardt, man?
Oh.
Gerhardt just hand off. There goes Gerhardt.
That's the thing.
There
same
goes
thing with
Gerhardt, right side. No one's going in 5 miles.
Hanley and Shepard back to receive for Palo Alto.
You know, and Shepard had a touchdown return earlier this year against Half Moon Bay. And, you know, having that in his head, having that moment, that gives him extra motivation to think, okay, I can do this. I'm going to take it to the house. Here we go. Palo Alto versus Los Gatos on a Friday night. Take it away.
Finally, after the long-awaited matchup has begun, the school chant in the Paly student section.
Gatos in the white jerseys, white pants, black helmets.
Paly in all green.
With the orange stripe over the top of the helmet and the white cats running down the side. Palo Alto in the traditional all green, white helmet, green Palo Alto P on the side, and the white stripe down the jersey.
And here we go. On a Friday night in October, it's time for football in Palo Alto. Oh, bottled up. He's inside the
15.
He's inside the 10, it looks like.
And that was
just be about on the 8.
I'm just going to be honest, that was a weird, that kick took a weird bounce. You saw it hit the turf and not bounce straight up as kicks normally do. It bounced up and to the side. And I think that just
Shepard had a lane forward, had to go to his right, made a nice catch to even get the ball and it not going on the 1. And the ball's placed on the 12-yard line. He picked up 2 from where he fielded it probably.
Just about. And that Gatos team was right down the field. They had
Keller,
no
Chris
time.
Keller, Chris, younger brothers under center. Jackson Chris throws left, caught, runs off the sideline. Oh, Shepard finds a lane, breaking tackle. He's down the sideline. He made up for the kick. He's gonna go all the way. One play, Chris threw the ball, 1 yard. Shepard did the rest, 88 yards. Shepard, and this crowd's going nuts. What a way to start this homecoming
And that is exactly there what I was talking about earlier. You're going to hit them first.
They almost called it in the pregame.
Did you see that? Jameer Shepard, screen out to the right. He takes it to the house. Touchdown, Palo Alto. Did you see that heads-up play, though?
Great.
It looked like he dropped the ball close to the goal line. Heads-up play, number 11, Paul Thigh, ran and grabbed it, secured the touchdown. Touchdown, Palo Alto, 6-0 with the extra point pending.
An amazing block all around at like the 27 of Paly, and then he broke one guy, and he was gone. No one was getting him after that. Shepard showing off his amazing speed.
Theron, just something to look at this as the kick's on its way up and splits the uprights. There's something on that. It's a little screen, it's a bubble screen out to the right side, and everyone did their job blocking. He had a clear lane. As soon as he started running, he had 4 blockers in front, and they all just knocked their guys, gave him enough time to get up the right side, and then had to beat just 2 men. Very easy score.
Christian Shepard, 19 seconds to go.
That's got to be
Jameer Shepard.
Yards. My bad.
That's got to be one of the guys. Is this one of the fastest touchdowns we've seen in a game?
Oh, I think it might be. You see the explosiveness. Just quite incredible. The explosiveness, and they don't have just Jameer Shepard. They don't have just Paul Thigh. They don't have just Aiden Chang. They have other guys. They can go to them as well. It is really important, and it's really good to have a variety, and Palo Alto has that.
Andres Jimenez, after that touchdown, was talking to the referee. Maybe he saw something on the first play of the game on the defensive line or something. I'm not sure, because he was immediately talking to the ref after that touchdown was scored.
Yeah, well, definitely. Tyler Fogg going to be kicking off right to left. Palo Alto, 19 seconds and already up 7-0. And they are showing why they're one of the best teams in the SCVAL right there.
And Los Gatos is really going to need a score here. If they want to have a shot in this game, if they want to come back, they got to score here.
And just 19 seconds after the first one, another kicks away. Short one, caught at the 21. Jukes one, breaks one, up to the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 31, maybe 31.5-yard line.
And that was a great tackle there by Chris Martinez. You know, he bounced him out get him out to the outside, pushed him out of bounds, and hey, a nice stop, only 5 yards. Palo Alto goes on defense.
And you know, Parnell did a great job right there. He made a really excellent juke to get by a couple of Vikes, but eventually just the whole swarm's going to come up from the left side, and he's close enough to the side, and they're going to push him out.
That's right.
Wishbone formation, one-man in motion to the left. Sweep, and that's bottled up immediately. About 5 Vikings combining on the tackle.
Got nowhere on that play, gonna set up a long second down. They need a score. They can't go down big early in this one. Right here, their job is to pick up a first down. It doesn't even have to be a touchdown. They need to take this crowd out of it just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's right. And watch number 55, watch number 55, the outside linebacker, Messi Mahe. He is a difference maker. He can change this game.
Well, speaking of that, if that's not Mahe, that's some other guy who's in the 50s, and he got right to the quarterback and ended up having to scramble out for a couple.
Good pickup there. Third down coming. 3rd and 4, Lewis Miller with the keeper.
Miller
Picked up
really had
4.
to scramble. He had blocking right down the middle, and that failed him. He had to get outside quickly.
One of the other guys you got to watch for tonight besides Mahe is Passarello. He plays defensive end. You can see him on defense, but occasionally you do see him on offense too, kind of a double threat. Another big playmaker for Palo Alto.
Miller takes the snap, rolls left. He's under pressure, rolls out, he's going backwards now, throws it away.
Great pressure. As you can see, who led that pressure? Passarello, the defensive end. Watch him all night.
I'm a little surprised they didn't call grounding. There was nobody within striking distance of that
And
throw.
guess who caught the football on the bench? Jameer Shepard, catching the ball on defense and offense, even when he's not on the field. This man's God.
He's always alert. He's always ready. He's always there.
And the
Number 3,
punt
the
team
junior,
out.
Jameer Shepard.
Punt team out for the Cats. Paly will be getting the ball back. Hanley back to receive.
Hanley had a lot of work a couple of weeks ago when we came film
When we
out
came here.
and he did an excellent job. He had, what was it, five or six receptions plus a couple punt returns
Like
for
4 or
about
5 punt returns. The defense was electric 2 weeks ago. Kicks up. Pretty solid kick. Oh, and bounces out of bounds.
no, right
Oh,
on the
no.
line.
Rolls in. And
Right
that should
on
be
the
like
line.
the 34,
It's about the
33, 34.
Yeah,
And
somewhere in
out comes the offense, led by number 9, Jackson Christ.
there. I'm going to say this much. Being a Christ son and having your older brother be really, really good, Jackson has really changed in the years. The first year that I saw him, it was Keller's senior year. And Jackson is not a good passer. In the 3 years that he's been here, and now he's a senior, he has done a great job becoming a very good passer.
Christ again. Looks left, throws, caught, first down, and pickup of 6 probably.
And that's Paul Thigh. One of the earlier threats we've been talking about the whole time.
Solid pickup there. 2nd and 2.
And Paul Thide's one heck of a player. You know, he reminds me of Julian Edelman in a way.
A little bit. Look, it's a one-step bubble screen to the right, and that's going to be something I think they're going to use. They did a
Almost
great
took
job.
one defender, and he would have had the first down. But 2nd and 2, not a hard play for this explosive offense. Christ again. Shepard in motion.
It's a 3-4 defense.
Handoff to Chang. Picks up the first down.
Solid run there by Chang. Picks up a first down for Palo Alto.
Hit
I
hard
was gonna say
at the
You
end
saw
of that
You
play.
saw the helmet snap back.
Yeah. But he got the first down. That's all he cares about right now. moves the sticks early at right field.
4 yards and Palo Alto first down.
1st and 10, do they throw the ball?
You might, but if I'm going to be honest, if they do little bubble screens and runs all day, it's going to be a good day for them.
And watch Shepard at the bottom
Chris
of your
again.
screen. He could be a threat.
Luis Parcello in motion, throws, caught. Parcello, 1st down, pick up a 4.
About 5, he got about halfway. Let's watch this. Broken coverage on the right. Chris has enough intellectual.
Cuts back, pretty far back on that play.
The one thing I would have to say bad about Jackson is he always seems to throw 1 foot. He doesn't set his feet.
Yeah, he does.
He always throws on the run, which isn't a bad thing. You can get away with it in high school. But once you get to college, you got to set your feet.
And not that many long passes this week or 2 weeks ago that we've seen from him. Just a lot of strong, solid on-target passes. Let his amazing receivers do the work. Chris again.
Second
and
and
5.
Chang up the middle gets the first.
2 runs, 2 key, solid 1st down pickups.
And again, Aiden Chang, when he gets, although they are a passing team, when he gets the chance, boom, first down.
And just right at the middle, one cut back, just like Carlos Hyde.
Solid blocks. Great blocks early from this Paly line and receivers too.
Well, hey, if it was the NFL, I'd be saying they're definitely earning their paycheck.
If it was the NFL, we'd already have 5 roughing the passer calls. So.
Well, roughing the passer is just
game.
you touch the guy, you breathe on him, whatever. So it doesn't really matter.
Chris.
One man
1st
motion
and
left
10.
to right. 3 receivers bunched right.
Throw.
Jackson,
caught.
excellent pass. And again, another pickup at about 4 to 5. And that's just solid.
Walker Rosenthal.
And that's just solid football right there. You take somewhat medium-sized chunks consistently, and you're going to have a very excellent day. You're killing a lot of time off the clock. They got the ball. Let me think. They kicked off at 11.
The whole drive so far.
Yeah.
5 or 6 yard catch, run. 5 or 6 yard catch, run. 1st down. 5 or 6 yard catch, run. 1st down.
And as long as they keep doing this, they should come out with the W tonight.
Chris might throw this time. Yes, he no.
No,
Give
so
to
another
Chang.
handoff.
Oh, not that time.
They read that. They had to know that was coming.
And
After you do that twice, they're going to know the 3rd time. Probable run here. We're stacking the line. We're going to send two extra guys in to back up. If Jackson had read that and they sent the receivers out, he could have just faked that and just got a pass off. And there would have been no one to catch them.
Or run. He had room right.
And one of the things with that, if like I said, Los Gatos' defensive line is strong. If they can hold Chang, they can be in this game and they could possibly win. If they don't, it's going to be a long night.
Well, as soon as you're shaking that, Chang goes right up the middle, and
middle,
my!
Drag back, forward progress.
He'll be close. Storm of cats on him.
It'll be close, and
they're calling it 4th, but it's pretty close. I want to bring the sticks out.
So an interesting move there.
4th one, and Chris is on the field.
An interesting move here. They bring out their top 3 receiver. They bring out their top 3 receivers. Rosenthal, Thigh, and Shepard. That is interesting. Let's see here. Let's see what they're going to draw up here.
I think it's going to. Hey, can I make a prediction here, Thayer? Fake inside handoff. Bubble screen.
Okay, CJ.
I think I'm wrong, but let's see what they're doing.
Oh! The snap was dropped.
But I think they got it. I think they got the first.
Snap went straight to alignment. It hit off his hands. He then dove forward. He did not get a catch ball.
Direct snap was to number 10, Wes Walters.
Wes Walters had, they were going a direct snap to him.
Well, and whoever is on Los Gatos, number 77, I don't know what he was doing. He was saying something to the Palo Alto crowd. They're not enjoying it.
Down 7, 10 minutes ago. I wouldn't be talking right now.
Surprised no one sports language called it there. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's really something. I feel like the rest will let it slide. It is a big game. It is late in the season. You want to keep things in check.
Handoff right up the middle, falling forward, picked up 4 maybe.
Nice little run up the middle, but juked by 1, and all of a sudden Palo Alto had a man there.
To number 42, Adam Garwood.
Garwood got a good run there. but Giffen just took him down like a sack of flour in a flour mill.
That's right. And again, the Palo Alto defense taking up. Their offense and defense is good. Even their kicker, Tyler Fong, is good. All around, they're a very solid football team. Let's see what they can do here on
More
defense.
great analogies from my man CJ. Like a bag of flour in a flour mill.
Well, go out to one in Minnesota. It's actually really cool what they have out there. They preserve
Miller,
it.
rolls right. Throws. Was that Miller?
Well, he had a long pass there, and there was one cat that was all the way in the back, got by everybody, but decided to go for the corner slant route and threw right into traffic with 3 Norsemen all around him.
And Giffen on the coverage there. That was very good coverage downfield. Looked deep, but he shut it down.
Exactly 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Palo Alto. If you are tuning in a little bit late, well, Palo Alto botched the kickoff slightly and then had a extremely huge
play from scrimmage.
What was you
Bubble pass.
What did you want to say? 89-yard like bubble screen.
88. Bubble screen.
Close enough. Speaking of bubble screens, right there, and then going to be taken down by about 3. Backward progress and 3 Vikes taking them down.
Huge loss from 3rd and 5.
Let's say, look right there. 3 converging, roughing the pass from the NFL. And then 1, 2 driving them back. 3 and 4 coming in right there, and then 3 more taking them down.
And we have Henley back deep. The 6-foot, 160-pound junior.
Kick. Oh. Kicks Cat's way inside the
That's inside
21. It's on the 21.
George Gervin's punt.
That's just a good punt. And this, I'm going to say this much. One thing that the Cats have that is very good is a good punting staff. And normally that's not something I'd like to say is a good thing. But he's getting he's got enough spin for the roll where it's going to bounce almost their way every time. And for both of you guys, I mean, in college, kicking is about a third to half of the game. You don't have the kicking, your team is not going to do well.
All right, and Chris and the Palo Alto offense gets their 3rd chance of the night. 1 for 2 so far. Can they make it 2 for 3? We'll find out.
Ball with 20. Moving right to left on your radio and TV screens. Jackson back to pass.
Long
Launches
pass, no one
but
there.
no one's close. Underthrew his intended receiver.
Intended for number 11, Paul Thigh.
Intended for thigh and just massively underthrew him.
And 4:09 to go.
2nd and 10 for Jackson, Christ, and the Vikings. Shepard at the bottom of the screen. Rosenthal at the top.
Chris
and
again.
Thigh in the
Low
slot.
snap. Tossed it. Chang. Oh, spin move, but got bottled up. 3rd
Immediately.
and
As Chang was
9.
going down.
Not a big pickup.
Yeah, got Andy Yard, but if you're watching that, you saw Chang get taken down one way and then had about 2 cats just pile drive into his upper body.
3rd and 9. You got to throw it, don't you?
Yup. Chris has been on early. That one bad pass we just saw.
He just got a little. I think he just misread the route slightly.
He threw one cut short. Chris in the gun.
That's
under 4 minutes to go.
That's something you're seeing a lot more in college and high school football teams. If they get a passing quarterback, they're just going to run a gun offense the entire time. You do not see a lot of single bet and I formations with a guy who can throw.
Quick defensive switch. Number 22 comes on for 17 on the Cats sideline. And 22 comes in and is immediately matched up with Shepard.
Let's see what's going to happen.
They might go to him again.
Let's see what Jameer can do. The high pink socks. Let's see what he does.
Chris rolling under pressure.
He got away.
He got away from 4 guys. Another guy coming. Pass caught. But pass was
short, but that is excellent. That's just showing the athleticism
caught
right
by
there.
Paul Thigh.
Let's take another
Probably
look.
lost the
Let's
yards.
take another look at this. Breaks down right there. One guy gets straight through, and then the blockers kind of just let up.
Nice move. Drops back. Drop step.
And one of the great things about Chris is his,
And another one right there.
like you said, athleticism, but his awareness.
So much green and
He is always aware of who's around him.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I thought you were play-by-play, right?
Well,
I'll do play-by-play second.
Punts away from the 10. Oh, a great punt. Oh, received at the 45. Cuts back to the 50. Other 45. 40.
and
To
it's
a
taken down at about
33
the first
of
down
Paly.
It's taken out at about the first down marker. So you're going to keep the markers and just literally rotate 180 degrees. And just realize it's a short kick. I mean, but two Paly defenders ran right by. I think they were expecting. I think they were expecting Thompson to let it bounce it.
Yep.
And that's something you kind of have to worry about.
And he just got it and he was gone.
Well, not entirely. He got stopped. At
Yeah,
30.
but no,
Yeah,
but
32. They're going to mark him a yard.
yeah, but he busted up
farther.
the guy. Busted through a
Bunch
guy.
formation.
Oh, solid. After he got one hit, and
And that's
He
Giffen right
popped
there,
up
lowering the
quick.
shoulder to
he popped
finish
up
that.
quick into the face of the guy who took him down, but immediately pushed away. Nothing happened, but
This is a very chippy game. I was here once for a Wilcox game, and there was actually a little bit of a fight on the field because apparently the lineman, one of the
It's a
Wilcox
chippy game.
linemen had said something to the one
it
of the
could-
bigger linemen on the Paly side, and that guy didn't take too kindly apparently.
it could spill over
High
maybe
formation.
later if
High
it
formation.
gets blown open. Number 9 running left. First down and more to the 14-yard line.
And that was just
That was Rayo, the 5'10 senior. No. What?
Cupertino,
For Los Gatos first down.
not Gatos.
Someone got the wrong.
So first red zone opportunity for the
We apologize for some technical difficulties in our studios. We're trying to fix them as we go. Anyway, handoff in a rugby maul down there on the left hash marks.
they
John Lagaman, the carrier.
And Lagamon
they haven't thrown the
getting
ball a
bottled
lot.
up.
They have not thrown the ball.
And that's just something.
Do we think that will change?
Nah, and just this is something I've seen a lot in high school football. Getting a passing quarterback is just hard. Mountain View has not had one for a couple years. Los Gatos has not. Menlo's lucky. Palo Alto's very lucky. They got 2 years in a row.
And one of the interesting things at the higher level of college football, you do see passing quarterbacks, but the teams in the college football playoff these last couple of years, there have been a couple, but it's not a common thing. You are seeing running quarterbacks.
And anyway, speaking of Kieran asking if they were going to pass, he got that right
They
on
do.
the mark. And gets
Picks up a
absolutely
bit.
wrecked on the outside.
Miller's pass intended for number 20. Then
Parinello.
broken up by number 20. Giffen.
And this will set up a third
It's 20
down.
on 20 violence. Number 20 Panarello getting broken up by number 20 Giffen.
This
And
is
they're
going
gonna
to
bring
be
the
a
field
big
goal
third
unit
down,
on.
under a minute.
Think they're going to bring the field goal unit on here, just try to get 3 points and go from there? My bad. I'm off by a
It's
down.
third down.
I apologize for being.
From the 15, third and 10. They might have to pass
I
it here.
apologize for not having my beard.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, my bad.
Miller fires short, caught by the tight end. Doesn't
And
get
absolutely
much.
wrapped up immediately. And a strip. I think that was stripped.
Referee, no.
Miller's pass is complete for number
Cat's ball.
They say he was down on that play.
And that's the running back and middle linebacker, Wes Walters, one of the seniors today. Watch it right there. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right there. Walters comes in, and it's the finishing hit that drives the ball out, but I think they'd already whistled the play dead for forward progress.
And they lose 2. And timeout. Oh, no, my bad. No timeout, clock running. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play. It's been a solid first quarter. After the first 19 seconds, we've had no scoring. First 19, though, bubble screen, 88-yard touchdown for Jameer Shepard. After the first quarter, 7-0 Paly at home. Homecoming, senior night. They'd love to get a win for the home crowd here.
Jackson has played football all 4 years at Paly as a quarterback and outside linebacker. Jackson has also played basketball here at Paly. His favorite food memory was being Cups during his sophomore year. Best advice Jackson has gotten from his football coach was, you never go broke taking a profit. After graduation, Jackson's planning to attend a 4-year college and play football. Jackson Chris.
Well,
Just announced Jackson Crisp will be playing football at a 4-year college.
what a savage. He always does that. And hey, if he wasn't going to go do that, they got 2 schools pretty close by. I got the College of San Mateo and Butte College up in Oroville. They got Butte had Aaron Rodgers. Butte had Aaron Rodgers. Did not know that until I went up to that school. It was beautiful. And a lot of the seniors at Palo Alto are going to be going on to 4-year schools. That is the dream. Unfortunately, I will be taking 2 years of basically a sabbatical and then heading off to
I will be going to
I'm
a
hoping-
4-year college straight out of middle school.
yeah, we know. I kind of hope I'm going to Washington State, Oregon, or OSU, man. All good schools, all quality schools. Pretty
All
decent at
right.
football, too.
They're on to attempt the field goal, and the field goal is
Is wide.
Wide.
That's wide.
It's wide right.
It is straight through the middle, and it is good.
Wow.
7-3, Palo Alto leads with 11:55 left in the first half.
I got optical illusion.
Well, fair. I think Kieran and myself, we had the angle we had. That looked
It looked very wide
that
right.
looked very wide right from there.
Continuing our tribute to seniors. Number 68, Alex Daw. Alex has played football all 4 years at Paly. A center and defensive tackle. He's participated in track and field,
So
wrestling at Paly.
the Cats get the score, get on the board, maybe shut down the crowd a tiny bit, but
Advice he has got,
they'll kick again.
stop
And
thinking, snap the ball and do your job.
That's a good one right there.
Paly. Alex plans to go to
All
college.
right,
one of
and
the,
we have Shepard and Henley back
Alex
to
Daw.
receive the kickoff.
Alex Wong, apparently the best advice he ever got from a coach here is don't think, shut up and snap the ball. I love it. That's a great one.
shut up, snap the ball, do your job. was the last
Exactly.
part of
That's
it.
exactly. Do your job on the field. You do it hard.
You-
Once a week on Friday under the night lights. Too bad we're not in Texas, but we're close enough. Nah, no, you're right. It's not the same.
Texas is a very different culture.
Okay,
Texas is awesome.
Shepard
Texas is pretty cool.
and Henley back to receive the kick. Once again, that's 11:55 left in the first half. Palo
He might
Alto
take this
leading
one back.
7-3.
Who knows?
And the kick is off.
Line drive.
Line drive, and that's going to take one bounce and out of the back of the end zone. I mean, it's a decent kick. It's just and for both of you, just something I've been listening because I listened to did anyone listen to the West Virginia Baylor game last night? If you did,
I saw part.
if you did, West Virginia absolutely destroyed Baylor. We apologize to all the nice Baylor fans out there. Your team got lit up by a team from the Rock.
West Virginia is just most famous
They're
for
good.
the line.
But
West
I
Virginia,
kept
Mount
hearing line
Mama,
drive kicks out of
taking
the
it
back
home.
of the end zone. College football teams now, they don't want to give guys chances to run. They'd rather just, hey, start the 20, 25-yard line and work from there.
Okay, and Chris in the shotgun. Thigh in motion. Chris takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Chang, and Chang is going to go up the middle for a gain of 2.
Another helmet snap right there.
The Cats really are trying to shut down Chang. And I'm not going to say they're doing foul play, but they're playing good hard football. But I think they're just trying to just shut them down any way they can.
Yup.
Same setup again. Chris takes the snap. He
Four-step
rolls
drop.
right. He's
On
going to
the
go deep.
run.
And it is Holden. Paul Thigh. Cut. First down, Palo Alto. What he throw. What he grab. Chris the Thigh. First down, Palo Alto.
And move the chains. Again, on the run, Chris rolled out perfectly to his right
Wide
side
open,
and
though.
saw Thigh. And there were 2 Cats, but they were too far away to make them, and he kept the feet in.
And he dropped it right in there.
That's
What
just,
a pass.
That is just textbook passing right there.
All right, Chris in the shotgun for the 3rd straight play. Thigh in motion. Chris fumbles, but he lands on it. A close call there, but Palo Alto keeps the ball.
That was just a mental mistake. He had it right here in his hands, right off him. maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on a cold night, but it's a beautiful night.
Yeah, and just up to Jackson Bunny. That's 2 or 3 fumbles I've seen. Actually, I know Jackson Bunny. He's a pretty cool guy. He's a basketball player as well. And he's got to get the snaps a little higher. I mean, I don't mind the low snap, but I'd rather take the snap low. It's like in baseball. Rather miss low than up. But you got to get it.
Never miss up in baseball.
But you got to get it at least waist high, because like you keep missing low, you're gonna lose.
Chris
little
takes
bubble
the snap,
screen.
and that is handed off to Rosenthal, and Rosenthal takes it for a solid gain. Once again, we have a little over 10:30 left in the first half, with Palo Alto leading 7-3. Third down, pardon me, and 3rd down and 14. 3rd down and 4, pardon me.
Ball on the 47. Palo Alto driving left to right.
Chris is going to hand off to Chang. And
Chang's got the first.
Chang got the first down, it looks.
That was their only 3rd down of the ball game. They've been moving the sticks quite quickly for the rest of the ball game.
The way Chang's going, he could probably get about, what do you think, 150-ish rushing yards? 150's not too bad.
If it stays this close, then yes, maybe even more, but if this score widens up a little bit, he might go to the bench.
Maybe just try to save him, and he got the playoffs right around the corner. Shotgun
Chris
formation.
takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Chang, and Chang is going to go again, but he's going to get hit hard. Gain of 2.
Yep. And something, just thinking about this, if Palo Alto manages to, get this going, I think they might try to get Jurgen Dietrichs and Will Morgan, the halfback and the other running back, in a little more.
Try to get some minutes in a not-so-close blowout-like game. Chris again.
Chris is going to hang it off to Chang, and Chang is going to be wrapped up. No game, no.
Oh.
Maybe 1 game, and
there's a flag. There's a late flag flying in. And I think that's for a late hit. We'll see what this is about.
Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct?
We'll see. Let's see what it is. Offensive holding on the Vikings.
That was late, though.
That's a very late call. That's a very late holding call. I don't know what the referee was looking for there.
That was on Jameer Shepard. It was on Shepard. Then he was called off the field. He was not happy. He was pulling at his jersey, talking to the coach adamantly, saying, I didn't hold him. He was holding on to my jersey. Coach tried to calm him down.
I can't believe that. That's a run play, and they're calling it a holding on the other side of the field. And they're backing them up a long way. From
Shepard
3rd
gets
and 8,
a rest.
that's probably down to what, 3rd and 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got
huge loss. But
wow.
Now,
if anyone can do it, Chris can.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you are Nelson Giffer and are the coach and the quarterback, you might think about approaching this as a 2nd down, get close, you can go for it on 4th and possibly get it. All right, here we go. Chris is in the shotgun, Chang in the backfield. Chris rolls, he's going to throw it across his body, and that is fumbled, but no, it is called incomplete as he did not have possession, and that brings up, it turns out to be 3rd down right there. It was called on the scoreboard on 2nd down, but it is 3rd down.
3rd and 20.
And just watch this again.
Long
Look,
20.
it's the left guard. Whoever the left guard is, he's
right there.
Unless the whole point was to let about 4 or 5 guys in.
Had it in his hands, tried to bring it back.
The left guard's got to try to
catch.
delay a little longer.
No
He
catch.
looked like he got completely, he messed up that blocking assignment.
All right, Chris takes the snap and feeling pressure, scrambles outside. He's going to go deep, and it is, what a catch! Intercepted.
And the entire Cats team running over. That's a circus catch. Hey, if anyone saw the catch on the Texans last night, the catch that was taken away from
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. I think that might be.
Intercepted by number 21.
I think that might be on par with it. I mean, that was a circus between the legs one.
Los Gatos 6 over, 1st and 10 on their own.
Looking a little bit like Odell and DeAndre right there. Just alley-oop. Snag it.
We have 8:53 left in the first half here. Palo Alto leading 7-3. And a timeout is called by the Wildcats.
We continue our tribute to our seniors.
Alright, Keith.
And
Number 15, Tyler
every bake they have here at Paly,
Tyler's been playing football for 3 years.
a senior and a member of a dance team, seniors from Paly, are being announced.
Palo Alto has a lot of Palo Alto has a lot of seniors this year on both sides. I think it's 17 from the football team and about another 5 from the dance squad.
Every rep is a game rep is the best thing he's ever heard from his coach in his 3 years playing varsity football for the Vikes.
That's a pretty good one. I like Kieran. What would your
true.
Kieran, what would your senior quote be for sports if you're doing it?
Player number 56 is Kevin Giffen. Kevin has played football all 4 years at Paly as guard, nose tackle, guard and tackle.
Kieran's got a good one, but it's a little iffy for airtime.
Kevin's favorite
Mine would be this:
sophomore year,
if you're on top of my plate, get off it. I'm gonna throw one in.
covered football in 2 consecutive plays. Kevin Giffen.
Baseball is a real sport for everyone out
Yes,
there.
we know.
All right. and the
Outside
snap is
handoff
taken.
and
Wrapped
nothing
up,
doing.
second down. Great offense, great defense, great special teams.
There was a
Everything
heck
is
of a lot
going
of
right
booing.
for Palo Alto.
There was a heck of a lot of booing going on here. I have no idea
I
what
don't
this is
know.
about. Thank God for cheer squads. I'll just say that much right now. They're getting the phones into it. And home field advantage is worth about 3 points.
We have
And
a
there's
player down on the field now.
Number 41 for the Cats on the field, and the Paly defense getting a rest before a 2nd and 8 comes up with 8:40 to go in the first half.
You know, a lot of the Paly players down there wearing the pink camo, pink arm sleeves. I haven't seen a pink towel yet. Pink towel would be kind of cool.
I have.
Oh, who's that?
On the bench, some guy has it like
Oh,
around
that's
his
cool.
neck.
That's cool. I like that. And well, let me put it this way, man. There. How many homies you got down there?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Well, I know you got a lot, man. You're just standing down there, they're all looking at you like this. Hey, get us up there. Come on, take a selfie. Come on, quick. I have more water. It's splashing all.
That was number 41, Benison, down on the field. The 5'10", 198-pound senior.
Big 2nd and
8 on the 30.
What do you think they're gonna run here?
You know, you got 2nd and 8. You know, it's more than average. You could be looking at a pass play here. We'll see.
We'll see. Single back set.
He's going to drop
Miller,
back.
okay.
He is going to scramble, and he is going to be almost taken down. But no, he scrambles out to the right and is shoved out of bounds. That was number 12, Miller, the QB, the 6'3", 205-pound senior
And if we can
on the
get,
scramble,
here we go.
first down.
Here's something I want to point out. Miller does a good job of making the first guy miss, but watch. It's one of those 2 linemen, and they broke way too late. They thought the play was over.
And there's a late flag there.
There was a flag on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Palo Alto.
They've had some costly penalties.
And Damon Richard Valencia cannot believe it. He is asking who that's on. There are some very late flags coming in from this
Officiating crew.
officiating crew. Looks like it was on number 91. Byron Escarega Calderon. Well, Byron, you got an awesome name, bro. I hope I did not botch it. I like it. It's a good name, dude. So that's going to tack on about 50. Now we got an official coming over to the Palo Alto bench. I wonder if he's going to be tossed for something. This is not good.
Talking to 4 players and most.
The penalty is a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Palo Alto.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the unsportsmanlike was.
Los Gatos.
Fair, I mean, what do you think it was? I didn't see any. There didn't look like
I didn't either.
anything.
It was maybe, I don't know, maybe verbal. Here we go. Miller in the pistol, and they are going to hand it off to number 50, Mazzaferro, and that is a gain of, it looks to be about 3 yards.
And Fair, I'm going to be
4
honest.
yards, 5.
Fair, I'm going to say this much. If the game's just been like a little chippy now, it's about to turn way up because I think Palo Alto is going, how are we getting called on this stuff? The flags are coming in
They're
too
not
late.
happy at all. 7:48 and counting to go in this first half. It's been a close and chippy one at Ray Field. The home Vikes have a 7-3 lead in this one, though.
All right, in motion, Perinello, and he is stopped for a gain of 2. That brings up 4th down for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 4 coming up for the Cats.
Tackle by number 7, Trahan.
They've had multiple 3rd downs, unlike the Vikes, only with 1 or 2. They've had to make a couple plays.
And Brian coming back in.
Wranglers, please
Ooh, there we go.
report to duty.
Apparently the float wranglers are now being called down to this field. The seniors have a really good one this year. It's a giant dinosaur. So shout out to the seniors out there. Actually, we had one come up earlier because they used to work for us. And
All right,
I'll say this much. Sarah
Miller
Nash,
in the pistol. Miller is going to be brought down.
immediately, and now
That was brought down by
multiple
Martinez.
whistles and another flag.
Sacked by number 21, Chris Martinez.
If this is roughing the passer, this is ridiculous.
I
Are they going to
don't-
NFL rules?
And there's a player down for Palo Alto for the Vikes.
All these late and Kieran, you know I'm not.
They've
one usually-
opened late. I'm just saying.
I'm just going to say this. I'm usually not one to criticize the refereeing staff. They all do a pretty good job. This is not their main job, but the flags have been coming in
late.
almost ridiculously late. I mean, the first holding, that was after the play was done and they threw it. The unsportsmanlike, I think, was at the end of the play,
That was good though.
which was fine.
I
but this
agree
one,
with
it's
that
like
call.
I don't
They-
know what they're calling.
They one fine call and one
Not
not so good call.
Oh, don't tell me this is on.
And they're going back to talk to the Paly bench. This one might be on the Vikes.
What is this going to be? They already had one unsportsmanlike. I wonder if a coach is in trouble, honestly. I have no idea what this is. And they're signaling 4th down. But I want to see what the call is. Let's see what this is.
Will all freshmen float wranglers please report?
Oh, so, whatever it was on the Wildcats, and it was declined. 91.
That is the
Brian.
junior, 5'11", 210 pounds down on the field as he walks off.
Alone, though.
Holding his stomach, so hopefully it is just, he got the wind knocked out of him, but we will see. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats.
So, as far as I know, it is 4th, but that could be changing all of a sudden. I saw the.
Penalty is declined.
Yeah, you are correct because they declined the penalty. It is 4th down.
Yeah. So here
And-
comes the punting squad. I think they're going to be seeing a lot of time.
All right,
And no one.
Hanley is back to, is going.
Yeah, and
I
he's
should
going to
say
let
back
that
to return.
bounce, and that's going to bounce to the end zone. Or not. Or the Cats are going to do a good job and make sure they. It's not about the 4.
It's on the 4-3.
4-yard line. There is a penalty on the play.
And another flag. What could this be, guys? Sportsmanlike conduct? I don't know.
Let's see.
Maybe block in the back.
Block in the back, chop, block, personal foul, roughing the kicker. I have no clue, man. If there's anything.
Roughing the defensive lineman on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by the bench on either side. Let's see. Let's see. Well,
Too enthusiastic cheerleading.
it's
15-yard
something on
penalty.
Palo Alto. This is.
Half the distance to the goal line. They're on the 2.
And I don't know who that's on.
Penalty is against the Vikings.
All right, and
Is that holding
Jackson,
again?
pardon me, is coming back on the field now.
Half the distance to the goal.
6:26 left in the first half. They could get another scoring drive in. easily could get another scoring drive in. The question is,
hold
will they do it?
Bubble screen again.
Yeah, 98 yards this time.
A 98-yard bubble screen pass. Oh, no, we haven't seen that before.
98 yards and 6:26.
Let's see what they're doing.
Jackson, that's easy for him.
Well, it's a run by Chang up the middle, and there's a gang pile out there, and
Pushed it to
forward
like the
progress.
6, 7 maybe.
All right, and second down for the Palo Alto Vikes. Solid gain there.
And, you know, with 6 minutes and
Chang, the ball
counting, the
carrier.
floats are starting to come out. I'm going to say this much. I still think I still think that the seniors have the best one.
Good for 5.
Kieran, would you like to disagree with me?
And you got to remember, the system's only half rigged.
Yeah, we know.
All right.
I'm homeschooled and I know that.
I just have to.
All right, Chris in the shotgun.
And
Gonna
everything.
hand it off to Chang, and Chang is gonna go right up the
He
middle.
shot the first.
First down, Palo Alto. Chang
Move
on the carry.
chains. Hey, Chang is moving the chains, boys. Chang is
Oh,
moving the
that
chains.
is right. And a player down on the field for the Wildcats.
That's the 3rd injury in this quarter.
There is a car blocking a gate. The car needs to be moved.
A car is
You are the
blocking
owner
the
of
gate
a
here at Ray
black
Field.
Honda Cross
The
Tour.
black Honda.
License plate 7RRE065.
Oh, dear.
Please move your car. Again, Honda Cross Tour, black, 7RRE065. Thank you.
Chance of move that car all through the Paly sidewine.
That's a good one. It's like, hey, count on Paly and their awesome PA announcer. I don't know who he is, but he's great.
Love him.
He's great every week. Apparently, remember against Cupertino, the Seawolves. Who are the Seawolves? Oh, apparently that was the JVD line. I didn't know that. It was kind of cool. It's like he comes up with some good ones. He comes up with some really good ones.
That stopped the clock though at 5:44. It would be running
Yeah.
after the run.
Kieran, I think we should take this time to thank the fine people who are making this presentation possible.
Mid-Peninsula Media Center down in Palo Alto. We have a member of the Midpen Media Center, senior here at Paly, but it's great. It's fun. We call local high school games, big games, middle school football. It's a great time. You should come out and join us.
And if you'd like to, we cover a lot. We cover Gunn High School, Menlo Atherton High School, Palo Alto High School. Who else? Kieran, who else do we do? I just spaced on the last two.
All right, and out comes the offense, led by number 9, Jackson Christ, with many weapons on both sides of the ball. All right, Christ in the shotgun, Chang in the backfield.
4 receivers.
1st and 10,
out.
5:35 left in the first. Chris takes a snap, he rolls, he's gonna throw, hold in, Paul Thigh, first down Palo Alto. What a throw, what a grab.
And as we watch
Wow.
this, watch Thigh come back in. I'm a little surprised
Chris
to see
pass is complete to Paul Thigh.
that isn't going to be called. A little bit of a lay. I mean, the guy is trying to get up, but he does lower his shoulder into Paul Thigh's head. I'm a little surprised off that. Paul Thigh doing an excellent job, though, today.
All right, and watch the one and only Shepard at the top of your screen. Thigh in motion. Chris drops back. He is going to look. He is going to go deep. Caught! Jameer Shepard. Down. Touchdown. Palo Alto. Wow, what a throw, what a grab, what speed. Jameer Shepard. Palo Alto. Touchdown. Palo Alto Vikes.
And the entire team rushing down there. No one within about 5 yards of Shepard, and Shepard can just walk in backwards, which he almost did at the end. He just slows down. Excellent job.
Chris to Shepard, good for 70
70-yard bomb.
We have 5 minutes left in the first half.
and as-
They might be able to get the ball back, and they scored again.
and hey, as-
What a reception by Jameer Shepard.
And as the float for the freshman down there says, Houston, you have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. It's 70 yards in the air. Second score. And the kick's good.
14-3 Palo Alto with 5 minutes left in the first half.
I don't know how to delete it.
And There, that's just got to knock the wind out of the Cats' sails. 70 yards, one play. Jackson to Jameer.
Score, Palo Alto 14. Los Gatos 3.
This was what the Vikes needed to
Continuing the
extend
senior
their
night.
lead.
From
But-
the dance team, dancer Iris Hart.
And we're going to have another announcement
Iris
of
has
a
been
football
on the dance
player.
team for all 4 years at Paly. Iris's favorite dance memory is going to Disneyland after Nationals last year.
There we go.
Best advice she's received from a coach?
Disneyland after
Always
Nationals.
Archie, you're back. Upon graduation from Paly, Iris plans to attend a 4-year college or university. Iris Hart.
Iris Hart, the senior from the dance team, will be
Player
attending a
number
4-year
71 is
college or
David Hickey.
university.
Find me someone
David's
who's
played
going to a
football all 4
JC
years
from
at
Palo
Paly. He's
Alto.
wide
I'd
receiver,
actually like to
strong
know
safety,
why.
Tight end, outside linebacker, right tackle, and defensive end. He's also a sports photographer at Paly. David's favorite football memory was his pick 6 versus Los Gatos during his junior year. Best advice he's received from his football coach? Gap to backer. After graduating, David is planning to play football at MIT or Carnegie Mellon. David Hickey.
Well, we might have a UFO in the sky over here. I'm a little surprised, but hey, we are near NASA Ames, so you know anything's possible. Our own little Area 51 out here.
A beautiful moon rises over Ray Field.
All right, and Tyler Fong is ready to kick it back to the Wildcats. And the kick is off, but this one looks to be called back as there's a
What do you
whistle
wanna bet it's a
on
false
the
start?
play.
It was.
What do you want to bet false start?
Nothing,
here?
because it was.
Oh, all right.
I saw it. He was jumping.
Little early bird action there. Too bad this is not arena football, because arena football you can do that. The old Sabercats was great.
Such random sports. Illegal procedure.
Illegal
Brings the ball back
procedure.
5 yards.
There we go.
Bogba kick from the 35.
Fair. How many penalties is that now? Fair.
If I'm going to count that, I'm going to say that's about 5.
Good answer.
All right, and just like I said, Tyler Fong is ready to kick it back to the Los Gatos Wildcats here. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Palo Alto leads 14-3. It is a pooch kick, and that is handled, and he makes a man miss, and
Well,
the
decent
Wildcats
size
will
return.
start with the ball at their own 45-yard line.
Decent size return, but
Number 20, Ben Parinello.
Vikings read that immediately and just had enough men not getting juked that they could get it down there and stop it.
Tackled at the 44-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Los Gatos.
They need to drive 66 yards, and they really need to score, get themselves back within 4, and get themselves feeling good into halftime. Miller.
And that is, and that is Parinello, and he is wrapped up for a loss of yardage there, as that will bring up 2nd and long for the Wildcats. And you got to go deep here if you're the coach. You really got to think about going deep.
Parinello, the ball carrier.
You can't get behind on this Palo Alto team, against this Palo Alto team. They will just keep hitting you in the mouth over and over and over again. You got to change it up. You got to be aggressive if you want a chance to win.
And I'm going to say this much, Thayer. If you're the Gatos coach going into the locker room at halftime and you're down by, well, right now 11, we'll see if that changes.
they could cut it,
What
they
is
could cut
the, what's the speech you're giving your guys?
You
As
say,
Miller,
hey, and that one is dropped by number 89, Hughesby, the 6'1", 190-pound senior.
I tell them, okay, say they're down 14-6, let's say. They drive here, get a field goal, stop them. I say, okay, we're down a point. We get the ball to start the second half. Let's score quick, play some strong defense. We're completely in this game. We've been in it all night long. Keep battling, keep doing what you're doing. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
Cats in the
Miller
locker room.
in the pistol. Miller takes the snap. He's going to back up. He gets pressured. He is going to
get
go
taken down.
down.
Absolutely wrapped up. There was enough pressure. They bunched the line expecting a run.
Walters.
And it's
wow,
right through the middle. It was 2 right through the middle. And Walters
The 6', 235-pound senior Walters on the tackle. Wow, what a play, what a tackle. And they are backed up, 4th and long for the Wildcats.
4th and 20, 3:30 and counting. And
The punt team, I think, will come out. Yeah, they will. 3:18 and counting. Is that enough time for Chris?
yeah, that's plenty of time. 3 minutes. If it's
And
under 2 minutes, it's going to be a little hard, but 3 minutes and change, probably going to be like 2:30, 2:40. Yeah, they've definitely time. Oh, don't tell me false start. Wow, I called it. I didn't even think about it.
Delay of game. Los Gatos.
Delay of game. Delay of game, Los Gatos. You did not call it.
He made the motion for false
It
start.
did also look like a false start, but
It'll still be 4th
the
down.
call was delay of game. Beautiful move.
So now backed up even more, backed up to the 29.
All right, there's that.
Nice snap.
And the kick is off with Henley back to receive the kick. Henley takes it, calls for a catch, and they will get the ball at their own 35 with 2:53 left in the first half. Palo Alto leading 14-3. Here we go. That is 3 words. Here we go. Let's see what they can do.
2:53, that's perfect. You can run a 2-minute drill and give Gatos, if you do the kick well enough. What do you think, about 40 seconds to try to get a score down? If you execute this well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clock does run, though. I'm pretty sure clock runs.
No, it won't be. Score's not high enough yet. Chris, shotgun formation. 2 receivers split wide.
Shepard alone on the left side.
All right.
Chang, fake handoff. Little bubble screen.
Oh, and he trucks them. That is number 10, the senior Wes Walters.
What has Walters not done today? He's doing a great job on defense. He just made his, I think he made his shoulder known to a nice Los Gatos gentleman's upper body, possibly above the rib cage a little bit.
That could be, yeah. And here we go. 2nd and 7 for Palo Alto with roughly 2:20 left in the first half, leading 14-3. Remember, there is no 2-minute warning in college, so it will not be used as a timeout.
Or high school for that matter.
Yeah, but there is in college, just not in high school.
Well, anyway,
In high school nor college, no 2-minute warning.
we'll argue about the, gentlemen, we shall argue about these rules later. We'll look them up at the half. How about that? Good idea?
Great idea.
Good idea, yeah.
All right, 3rd and 3. Christ.
In the hurry-up offense. They're
Hurry
trying
up,
to do
that's
this
right.
as good as they can.
Christ.
Chris.
And the shotgun.
Looks,
He's going to
short
throw.
Slant,
Caught.
down, and there's a
Dropped
flag
him.
immediately.
Wait.
There's a flag thrown
Flag before he
immediately
even
on that
dropped.
catch. There's immediately a flag. Offensive-
Flag before he
don't
was
tell me
down
it's-
on the ground. He was like halfway down, immediately flipped it.
Don't tell me it's
141,
offensive.
clock stopped.
Don't tell me it's offensive pass interference. Not now. Oh, no. Whoa, hold on. What?
That is on the offense.
A multiple man down the field. Heartbreaker for the Vikes. They're going to lose some yardage there. Not so easy a 3rd down now.
Ineligible receiver down the field. Okay, hold on. So we've had what? Unsportsmanlike, holding, ineligible receiver down the field, illegal. What was it? Illegal. Illegal whatever on the kickoff.
Yeah,
what was the
strange
5th one? I'm missing the 5th one, and then we've had this one.
After the 5-yard penalty, Palo Alto has
All right, 3rd and 7 for the Palo Alto Vikes on their own 39-yard line with roughly 1:30 to go, leading 14-3. Christ in the shotgun, Chang in the backfield.
Clock is running.
All right, Christ
They got one.
in the shotgun,
They got about
takes
2
the
shots.
snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw, and that is hauled in by Rosenthal. And that looks to be a first down, if not close to a first down. And it is a first down. Palo Alto is driving.
Who's driven out at the 48-yard line. First down, Vikings.
Just excellent job. Just an excellent job finding the open man.
And Chris rolls. He looks. He throws over Paul Thai's head. That was intended for number 11, Paul Thai. And that brings up second down. 1:12 left in the first half with Palo Alto leading 14-3.
That was just 100% on Chris. He had him. He was open. He cut, and he just was. It wasn't close. It wasn't close though.
And that's only happened. I mean, Jackson
Times.
got an arm, and he's shown that off. I mean, the 70-yard catch and run bomb early, and he can hit the short routes. But occasionally he will underthrow. I mean, hey, all quarterbacks are human.
All right,
Tom Brady.
Chris in the shotgun. Chris is going to drop. He's going to throw. Intercepted! And that is one of Chris' first interceptions this year. He has thrown a couple, but that is a rare sight. And look at this. The Wildcats have the ball left with 1:02 left in the first half. Could they put up some points here?
Yep.
Maybe. Let's see what happens.
Second pick of the game for Chris. Unlike
Brings the ball back.
second turnover, both Chris picks for Palo Alto. The diving play.
Los Gatos.
I'm going to be honest.
1:02 to go.
I know
Big one.
I know they call the first one an interception, but that's more on the receiver than anything. I cannot give Chris an interception on that. He spots the ball right into the guy's hands, and he can't rein that in. That's on the receiving court at that point.
1:02.
All right.
Formation.
And he
Fake.
takes
Miller.
Oh, that pass is
And a little trickery. And oh, so close. That pass was intended for ligament. A little trickery there.
Excellent play, though. That fooled Palo Alto completely.
Was that scripted?
bit
Because he was
so
rolling
hard.
and he was like, he looked to throw. I mean, second time they've done it this game though. Earlier it was just a little flip. That same thing didn't work that time either. They're over 2 calling it that trigger.
Gatos pass
Three.
falls.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Palo Alto leading 14-3. All right,
Shotgun formation.
Miller
Two
in the
wide.
shotgun.
One man in motion.
They're going to send him in motion. Miller in the shotgun takes the snap. He drops back. He looks, pressure, throws across the middle, incomplete. That was intended.
Oh, and another late flag.
That was intended for Schweitzer, the 6'5", 205-pound tight end. But there is a flag in the
I
backfield.
think it's going to be pass interference. If you watch the in
was.
cut
He-
by one of the Gatos mans, he got absolutely legs taken out from under
Yeah.
him. If anything,
Just
that's what it's got to be.
Slide tackle and he was just upended, and the
We'll see.
pass
That was
sailed over
just
him.
again late flag. Here it is. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, that's going to be PI.
And now that you're there, it looks like they could be in field goal range here.
Oh, no,
They're
they are.
inching close. Now they are.
the foul.
You're right. See, think about it. If they get a field goal, they're going to be within one possession. It's a one-possession game. They start. So this is really a big defensive drive and offensive drive for both teams here.
And if you're Palo Alto right now, it's shutdown time. I think it's going to be about a 42-yard kick if they shut them down right now, but there's 1st and 10. So it's going to be rough. Two receivers.
All right,
slot
Miller
left,
in the
one
shotgun.
right. Shotgun.
He is going to take the snap. He is going to drop back. He is going to look, and that is thrown across the middle. However, he is smothered. Wow, what a hit.
Lewis Miller's pass complete to
That was
Will
number
Schweitzer.
25, Morgan. Wow.
That's beautiful hit, and immediately Gatos calling the timeout. And immediately
Timeout,
Gatos
Los
calling a
Gatos.
timeout. 34 seconds left. They know they're trying
Continue
to.
our tribute to our seniors. Player number 33, Seattle Millar. Seattle has played football all 4 years
There.
at Paly as linebacker and tight end. He has also
34
played
seconds
baseball at
left.
Paly.
You just
Seattle's
had your
favorite
receiver
football
get
memory was
absolutely
beating
lit
back.
up.
The best advice
There was
is
a little breather.
Whoa, hold on.
trust each other. After graduating from Paly, Seattle is planning on to go to college.
And I think
Seattle
the
Millar.
referee is telling the scoreboard to reset to 42 seconds as the B&O freight train in the background Something that you see here at Palo Alto, the railway station is about a 10, 15-minute walk away from here. Stanford Station.
Andres has been playing football all 4 years at Paly as left tackle and defensive end. His favorite football memory, beating McClymonds. Best advice Andres has gotten from his football coach? Bring it home. Andres is planning to go to college after graduating from Paly.
Andres Jimenez is, words from his coach is, take it home.
All right. Second down for the Wildcats with 42 seconds left here in the first half. All right. Williams takes the snap. He's going to roll out, Miller.
Sacked.
Miller that was, and he is sacked. Brought down, third down, and a timeout is used by the Wildcats. 31 seconds to go here. Third down.
This is huge.
Seattle Miller.
This is huge. 31 seconds.
Los Gatos.
31 seconds left. 3rd and 10.
Continuing with senior night. Number 55.
And that was perfect. That was perfect defense by the Vikings. The big Norse berserkers on the line going right through the Cats line like Mithril.
Oh, and
chain them.
and then again,
Go hit some.
heard best
Graduation. Macy plans to attend a 4-year college. With his
best
friends and
football
hopes to
memory
play football.
when Niffer was named as the head coach. Best
Good one.
best quote, I'll give it to you,
Player number
CJ.
21, Chris Martinez.
somebody.
Chris has played football all 4 years at Paly as an outside linebacker and wide receiver. His favorite football memories, beating Mac, swimming with the team afterwards, and team bonding. Best advice he's received from his football coach? Do your job and trust your teammates to do theirs.
And another quote,
Chris
do
is
your
planning to
job
attend a 4-year
and trust your
college after
teammates to do
graduating
theirs.
from Paly.
That
Chris
is
Martinez.
that's the bottom line in all sports. Do
yeah.
your job. Your team will
And
step up and do their job. Trust them.
And this is something, Kieran, that I think is kind of cool. There's number one, there's a random dinosaur on the field. I think that's for the senior float. That's awesome. But you know, the football quotes, just a lot of them are actually they go meaningful for all sports. Just honestly, they're all
In
just really
life.
good sports. And they just reset the game clock to 34 seconds. So either the referees are favoring Gatos a little bit, or the timing is just a little off.
All right.
Probably the latter.
Miller and the shotgun. Miller is going to go long.
Oh, no, it's picked.
And that is
No.
broken up. That was number 5,
Lewis Mills
Richard
back to 10.
Valencia.
Schweitzer
Broken up.
broken up
That
by
brings up
Damon Richard
4th
Valencia.
down.
What a play in one-on-one
Fourth down.
coverage. Smaller,
watch
but
this, just
look at
watch.
this again.
So it all starts on the left-hand side of your screen. A delayed start from the outside linebacker, from the outside wide receiver. Beautiful throw, but as we turn, just watch this. One-on-one coverage, and it's right
He
there.
had
You
it.
got the hand in and just pterodactyl clawed it right out. So now it's 4th down, 13, ball on the 29-yard line, and I think the Cats are going for it. Yeah, they're going for it on 4th. They got to get a score.
Interesting move here, but let's see what they dial up. 4th and 13 for the Wildcats.
Miller flanked
Miller.
by his running backs.
In the shotgun. Miller just back, pressured. Miller throws deep, and it is Holden. That is caught by number 11, Lageman. Oh my goodness! What a throw! What a grab! Touchdown, Wildcats!
He had all kinds of time in the pocket.
Touchdown, Los Gatos.
Well, the Norseman actually getting to him a little bit there. And the seniors in the back of the end zone trying to encourage the defense. But I'm going to be honest right now. The Cats had about 4 chances. Miller had to go down. Take a look at this. Rolling, one through the middle, sidestepped, another one coming in from the outside, but just too late. And then one-on-one coverage and just manages to
Extra
somehow
point by
catch
Houston
it.
is good.
All
So they
right.
cut the lead down to a field goal.
Palo Alto 14,
3
Los
points,
Gatos
23
10.
seconds left here in the first half. Let's see if Jack Chris and the Palo Alto offense gets another chance here and see if they can put up some more points.
Richard Valencia. Damien has played football all 4 years at Paly.
23 seconds. I think that's enough time for a kick.
Participated in track at Paly. Damien's favorite football memory
And maybe
was
about a play or
getting
two.
Gifford. The best advice he had gotten
What do you
from
think
his
about
football
that?
coach,
Any of you?
Don't only be a man on
Gentlemen.
the field, also be one off. Damien would like to play college ball after graduating from high school. Damien Richard Valencia.
We love you, Damien, wherever you are, bro.
Player number 18 is Walker Rosenthal. Walker has played football for 3 years at Paly as wide receiver, corner, and kicker. His favorite football memory was celebrating after MAC. The best advice Walker has gotten from his football coach was treat each play like it's your last.
20-30 seconds.
Walker's plan at
I
Paly
don't
is to take
think
it for your college
Pally
and
will
join the
try to
team.
throw a deep shot if they
Walker
don't get it.
Rosenthal.
I think they'll just kneel it out. Up 14-10.
But the one thing I'm going to say is this. They are giving the ball to the Cats in the second half.
Yep.
So something to think about.
All right, 23 seconds left here. Palo Alto up by 4. 23 seconds left in the first half, I should say. And both Henley and Shepard are back to receive. And there goes the kick.
little
They're going to keep
squib
it short.
kick.
And that is taken.
By Chang. Chang is going to be wrestled down. So 20
That was
seconds.
actually Morgan.
That's Morgan.
In the 20s.
Will
Okay.
Moraine
Looked like Chang, honestly.
brings the ball back to the
20 seconds. Let's see what Palo Alto can do. If you are the Vikings, do you kneel or do you take a shot
I'm
downfield?
taking at least one shot.
One shot? Okay.
I'm taking one, no
yeah,
more,
one
though.
shot. If they don't get it, I'm kneeling.
And it looks like they're going to kneel the
No,
ball
so they're just
here.
going to kneel it anyway. All right,
Yep.
well, Going to the half
I
with the
respect
lead.
that.
And that's going to
All right.
out.
Chris takes a knee.
They will go to the half with Palo Alto leading by 4.
That's going to do it for the first half here. 14. Vikings lead the Cats 14-10. Casey Hornbeek and Evan will take you the rest of the way. It's a nail biter at Rayfield. 14-10 Vikings.
From the cheerleading team, cheerleader Jimmy Sano.
From the halftime break, we have 2 new announcers here. I'm Casey Hornbeek, and that is Evan Butler.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we are back here from this amazing first half. Its score was 14-10, and this should be an interesting second half. Any thoughts on that first half, Evan?
Well, Paly, it should have been 21-10 because they threw a very big pick near the end of the first half, and that's why it's 14-10 and not 21-3.
Yeah, and you know, homecoming. It's homecoming night and senior night here. It's really loud, you know. The fans are outstanding. Every single bleacher has been taken. Unlike most games, this game is packed. So we have senior night, homecoming, everything's booling tonight, and you know, it will be interesting to see what happens. Because, yeah, but Los Gatos came out to play. Playing in this type of environment on both homecoming and senior night, as we have the band saying other seniors, it's really, really hard to play. But Los Gatos came out to play and dropped 10. That catch at the end of the first half was impressive. So maybe we'll have a really nice game here. Hopefully we do.
Yeah, it was so packed that one of our cameras couldn't even get a really good shot. It was being just covered by lots of Paly, like a lot of Paly fans.
The band now going to play, looks to be their last song before we get the show on the road. Second half. Some Bruno Mars. The floats were really, really good by the homecoming. Everything was very well done tonight.
You can still see them, like over there. Like
Yeah.
if our camera moves to the left, you could probably see them.
Personally, I think the junior float's the best.
Yeah, because they have the van, they have lights on it, and like there's a light inside. It's pretty cool. Very cool.
In the World Series, 1-1, middle of the 10th with the Red Sox and the Dodgers. That game,
We don't know why
Is-
we're telling you this, but the World Series is huge.
yeah, so 14-10. Both touchdowns by Jameer Shepard. He had an outstanding first half. So, yeah, 2 touchdowns by Jameer. And Jackson Chris played pretty well. Had 1 pick, but he played pretty well. Let's get us. So we have a good game with the Cats and the Vikings. The quarterback for Los Gatos was Miller. He played pretty well. Hit Schweitzer a couple times deep. But Paly, though, is 7-1 this year. Los Gatos 6-3. So both these teams are good. Both these teams are heading to the playoffs. These teams are actually kind of unwritten rivals. They play each other a lot. They don't like each other. They hate each other, matter of factly. So these two teams are ready to fight, and they're ready to pound on each other. I could see this game getting gritty. See some punches thrown.
And you know what's funny is that last year, at this homecoming game, exactly 1 year ago, Paly was 1-7.
Yeah.
But then they made the change to a no coach. And now it
Nelson
seems
Gifford, as you see some of the band, that's a really cool shot there by our cameras. But Nelson Gifford, the new coach for Paly, has been unreal. Turning this team around. Last year they were 3-9. They were 1-7 at this point, and now look at them, 7-1.
competing for the playoffs probably.
Yeah, they're in. Like, he's been unreal. Nelson Gifford, new coach. Congrats to him. Props to him. Great job. We're just about ready to get it on.
Concert in the Paly Performing Arts Center at 7 p.m. November 15th.
Shout out to all those seniors on Paly. We'll go through real quick and name them all before it starts. Damian, Richard, Valencia, Dwayne, Trahan, Jackson, Chris, Wes, Walters, Paul Thee, there's a lot of them. Tyler Fogg, Walker Rosenfeld, Chris Martinez, Aiden Chang, Seattle Millar, Andres Jimenez, Messi Mahit, Kevin Giffen, Dwayne Rositas, David Hickey are your seniors for Paly. They're a great unit. As you can see in the background, the PA announcer doing some facts about the players.
And I don't know how Paly's going to be doing next year because they have so many seniors on this team. And there's going to be a lot of juniors turning into seniors next year. And let's see next year at the start of seasons how that affects the team because they have a lot of good seniors on this team.
Yeah, well, they have Jameer, who's their star wide receiver, who's only a junior. So next year, he'll be crazy.
Yeah, he'll probably be the face of the program.
Yeah, for sure. But quarterback question. The backup QB is a junior, Kevin Colon. He's going to be the QB next year. The question is, can he produce like Jackson Chris?
Pads do the talking. After graduation, Dwayne is planning to attend a 4-year college. Dwayne Trahan.
We are just about to have the kickoff as we start the second half.
The fans have been incredible today once again. They showed up here in Palo Alto. Seems like everyone in Palo Alto's here. Shout out to Palo Alto for showing up.
What do you think will be like the keys to this third quarter and second half? What do you think the keys to the game will be?
Yeah, I think Paly needs to run the ball maybe a bit more to Aiden Chang. They haven't ran it just enough to him. They need to pound the rock, waste a little time, be clock managed. And for Los Gatos, they need to keep throwing the ball. They didn't throw the ball enough. They need to keep going and attack. They have nothing to lose. They're 6-2. They're most likely in the playoffs. Paly's already in it. So Paly also has nothing to lose. Both teams just need to be gutsy. Can't be conservative. You got to keep going and go hard.
We know the saying, high risk, high reward. And I think another key to the game is the teams. They have to get their crowd going, and they need to silence the other team's crowd. Because, like, you see, whenever Paly's crowd is out, the team's out.
Yeah.
They just need one big play or a first down or anything, like a big stop.
And we're
just to get your
finally looking to get this second half on the road, which is nice. Long halftime, but well-deserved. The band was great, obviously, and the cheerleaders, the seniors, the floats, everything was great at halftime. And we're ready to start the second half of football because it's a good game.
Yeah, in the first half, Paly had 5 penalties, and the other team, he had only 1 penalty. And it was just a holding or a delay of game. 5-yard penalty.
And we're off the kickoff there. Fair catch called by the Los Gatos Cats. So 1st and 10 for their own 20. And Los Gatos, what do they do now? Do you run the ball? Do you throw the ball? What's your objective right now?
I think they run the ball because really first down, not much of a big deal. They have a good running back. See if they can pick up a first or 7 yards or to 9. see if they can get some yards.
So yeah, 1st and 10. As you see, number 12, Miller, their quarterback.
He runs
He hands it off. And it's still up. He's still up. Forward progress, though. Looking to be number 11, Langman, who got the handoff, and he loses yards. It'll be 2nd and long.
But it's only 2nd and long, 2nd down. I think they'll go for a pass here to just try and get a little bit.
He did get 4, actually, before the forward momentum. Didn't look like that, so it's 2nd and 6. Interesting play there.
Okay,
So
now
they got something.
Oh, yeah, you go. Now I think they're going to run the ball because now it's a 2nd and 6. That's a pretty good position to be in right now.
The senior for Los Gatos, Miller, in the shotgun. Hands it off. It's going to be a 1st down and maybe more. Just a 1st down, looking to be for number 15, Masifuro.
And number 78 on Los Gatos almost tripped after the play. If you saw a little bit of that.
As we already see a replay here, Masifano just put it in, I guess, thread the needle and pounded the rock, as people would say.
Who's number 15 on the team? Number 15.
Masafero.
Yeah, they had a great game there.
1st and 10 for Los Gatos as maybe they're driving. Possibly they can put something in to take the lead here. Miller under center.
Takes a snap.
Hands the ball off to Masefano. And Masefano will get about 2, maybe 3.
And it looks like the ball came loose.
Paly calling for the ball. It could be a fumble. We'll see what the refs call, though. The refs,
Paly
still no call. Paly wants it. Valencia saying he has it. And it looks like Paly's come away with it. Seattle Millar, still no ref signal. And there we go. Paly recovers the fumble. Vikings force the turnover.
And this is what I mean by getting your crowd into it. I mean, the Paly crowd was just waiting anxiously. And then all of a sudden, bang, the big crowd reaction. And now it looks like Paly is in field goal range, even to get some points on the board.
Wes Walters with the recovery, number 10, the fullback / middle linebacker. He has been all over the ball today. Nice play by the Vikings. Good start to the 2nd half.
Yeah, maybe that was just, maybe he was already down and then the ball came out, but there's no replay review in high school.
Jackson Christ in the gun.
A low snap.
And C taking it. Tie still up, and he'll go.
-1 yards, I'm guessing.
Not much there.
Either
for the
0 or
Vikes.
-1, probably.
Yeah, the Vikes gonna have 2nd and 12. What do you call now if you're Nelson Gifford?
2nd and 12, I say they pass because they are in field goal range, but they want to go for the touchdown or just set up a good field goal chip shot.
Jackson Chris, screen pass over to Jameer Shepard, the man who scored 2 touchdowns already.
It's about
and
to be
he's to the
3.
10. Make that 3. Touchdown, Paly.
And ironically, 3 is his number, so I guess that feels good for him.
3 for number 3, Jameer Shepard. 40-yard catch and run, Jameer Shepard.
And that is great for the Paly. Now they have some breathing room, a great insurance touchdown. But will they get the point after attempt?
Jameer Shepard is a touchdown machine. Every time he touches the ball, it seems like he gets a catch. And he's on both sides of the ball. On defense, he's been doing the exact same thing. Playing good defense, having sacks. He's been all over the ball. However, the ref's looking over something, talking with the coach of Paly.
He reminds me of Christian McCaffrey, especially 2015 Rose Bowl. Jameer Shepard, he gets a touchdown on the very first play of the game. Christian McCaffrey, he gets the very first play of the game. He gets a touchdown in the Rose Bowl, showing signs of NFL.
He is good, all right. He could be there one day. So the extra point now going to be attempted by Tyler Foe.
He hasn't missed any field goal or an extra point so far this game. Let's see if he can keep that streak alive. Almost blocked, and it's up, and it's good.
Yes, he does. Tyler Fogue puts it through. 21-10 Vikings. Now we will go to break before the kickoff.
Matt Hall. Paging Matt Hall. I'd love to text you with a message, but I can't because you left your phone up here.
And we have an update for the World Series. It is the bottom of the 10th, 2 outs, no one on. Still a 1-1 game. Max Muncy up to play Craig Kimbrell, who's been a legend this entire postseason, doing very good.
1-1. How do you feel about Craig Kimbrell's kind of weird little stance there? I still just don't get the meaning of it, but it works, so keep doing it.
I think
Craig.
it's his signature move.
Yeah, I think it's more of just, doesn't do anything, it's more of just kind of superstition.
Yeah. But in 2012, when he was doing that, the fans were mocking him behind and he kept throwing balls, and he blew a save.
Yes.
Okay, the kick is
For the
off.
people watching this on YouTube in about 2 days on Monday, enjoy, and I hope you're watching and enjoying right now.
Bogue's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Not 2 weeks.
Los Gatos will take over 1st and 10 on the 20.
And actually, you read it wrong. The Los Gatos Wildcats are not 6-2; they're actually 6-3. But and they're 3-2 in the league play.
Yeah, with losses in the league play too.
So that's why they're probably pretty low on the standings, because they lost 2 in the league play.
Milpitas, who Paly beat 49-0. That is not a good loss. They should have won that game. That's a tough loss. And their other loss in league was Wilcox, who Paly's one loss is to. Wilcox has been awesome this year. As pounding the rock is the Cats, and man, that was a nice one as they got a first.
What a great run on that play. And it looks like someone's injured on the play.
As you see the replay here, it's just a little screen pass over, kept running, but he juked one, broke almost 2, and yeah, nice job there. We have an injured Viking here. Hopefully he's okay. It's Messi Mahe. Messi Mahe, the middle linebacker senior. His brother is in my English class.
And that's the 3rd injury tonight. 2 of them for Paly.
Not good for Paly, especially with the playoffs up in the future.
And that's definitely not good, especially on the varsity team. If it's a senior, that's not very good to get injured at homecoming. I would not want to do that. But it looks like he'll be fine. He's still walking. Just a little bit of
Way to tough
limping.
it out by Mahe.
He's always a tough player. He could get through anything.
9 minutes, 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
As Caltrain just comes by.
The Cats still looking for another TD. 21 down. The handoff to Matse Faso. Matse Ferro still up, still going. Why not? Keeps going to the 40. Great run right there by the Cats.
And he's going to get first down and 10, so that's a 20-yard game. Great run.
Number 45, Kyle Smith, the ball carrier.
The band back for Paly, ready to play. Students have just been unreal tonight. They're hype, as people would say.
I mean, even in the JV game, they were down by 40, and the crowd was still loving it.
But now they're up. They're loving it even more.
Yep.
On the Los Gatos side, an okay turnout for an away team. Los Gatos only 20 minutes away, so it's not too far of a drive. Just looks to be mainly parents, not many students between friends, but an okay turnout for them as the handoff to Maceferro. He's still up. Paly needs a tackle. Nice block right there, and he'll go out at the 39.
He went down pretty hard on that tackle right there.
Paly's having a little trouble tackling right now.
Yeah, I mean, he breaks one tackle, but then the next guy up, he makes sure that he goes down. Because look at him. Look at his body, the top of his body when he goes down.
Nice block right there, too, by number 11, Legman.
But look right here. Look at that. He just pulls him to the ground. And
That is a nice tackle. Maceferro, though, has been hard to bring down today.
I mean, he's your starting running back. He better be good.
Miller needs to throw the ball, though. I haven't seen many throws by Los Gatos in this half. Maybe we'll get one here, though. Miller, deep ball. It's going to be incomplete, looking to find Legman.
There was Miller's pass intended for Lageman.
And the receiver, I think he's calling the ref for a pass interference. But no flag on the play.
Interesting call. That's a debatable call. You think it was a PI or no?
Well, it was kind of close. I didn't see it before the play. So really, I don't know. I'd say it isn't, just on my opinion. I don't really know what happened.
9 minutes, 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Los Gatos has a lot of time to come back on this game. Paly has a lot of time to keep pounding on the coffin.
What do you think they do? Run or pass? You have to do it quick.
Miller sprinting. He's going to try to find Masafero, way overthrown and way too high.
You know what I'm predicting right now? I think it's a fake punt, or they're just going to go for it. I know it's a bold prediction, but sometimes I'm correct. I've called a few home runs in baseball.
4th and 5, I believe. Scoreboard, you have to update it, but our scoreboard has.
And they're gonna send out the kicking unit.
Looks like a punt, but yeah, the punter, I believe, is number 10 on the Cats, and that is, as the punt is up. So a very nice punt right there. Henley had the back up. The punt was by Gervin. Henley still up, though. Henley gonna go. Henley over to the 30 and finally brought down by number 44, Shaper. And as you said, there's a flag on the play.
I believe I saw the ref throw something on the field. There's some sort of just risk.
Henley fields the Los Gatos punt.
No, I know what that play wasn't. It wasn't a fake
There was
punt.
a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, as you said. We'll listen in to see what it is.
Yeah, I knew the ref threw something.
Penalty is illegal block in the back.
Illegal block in the back against the Vikings, which is a shame because they're going to be going all the way back. So that punt turned in the well because that was a really nice punt by the Wildcats.
That was going to be even better. And I believe that was number 5 with the illegal block in the back. If that was him, then it was his second of the game.
Number 5 is Damian Richard Valencia, the senior.
He's in the shotgun, probably. Oh no, he hands it off. He goes right through the hole.
Aiden Chang finds a little hole, but was it enough?
Aiden Chang, the ball carrier.
So second and 2, 8 yards.
8 yards.
Nice job by the Vikings.
Second and 2.
Paly crowd really getting into it, doing their own chants. They were really into it during the half. As the time keeps ticking down, it's about 8 minutes and 10 seconds. He hands it off, goes up the middle. That's going to be first down and a little bit more.
So first down there, Aiden Chang finally getting back into this game, looking good now. Paly offense looking good, and then their O-line. People don't talk about the O-line much. They don't get the attention, but the O-line is so important in football.
Yeah, I mean, don't underestimate them. They will come in and they will hit you. A few years ago, offensive lineman, first number 1 overall pick, he's doing pretty good in the NFL.
21-10, first and 10 on their own 23. Jackson Chris hands it off. Aiden Chang just can't stop moving. He is tackled for 5 yards. Kane and Paly keeps going.
And it looks like it's going to set up
Second and 7, it was only 3 yards. Big shotgun there. The tackle was made by number 3 on Los Gatos, Kokas.
that was a good play by the defense and the running back to get a stop for only 3 yards. And it was a good run to get through people.
As you see the moon tonight in that picture. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful from up here. Moon is really beautiful tonight.
Okay, back to the game.
Looking good.
He's in the shotgun, hands it off to the running back, and he's going to get stuffed. And that's going to be
swatted and stuffed. That's number 45 as my roster is blanking here, but there we go. Number 45, Kyle Smith, the senior.
and it's going to be third down and 1.
I'm the replay camera.
So now we have 21-10 near Palo Alto Vikings.
And now, 3rd and 1. And it looks like Paly's going to take a timeout and talk this one over.
Timeout by the Vikes.
Palo Alto.
Shout out to our amazing crew, especially this director here, Kieran Costa, and our cameras and the switcher, the producer, Sarah Bennett.
I bet she's laughing right now.
All right, we're back here. 21-10. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. What do you do right here? Do you hand it off or do you throw it?
I believe that they will go for a play action pass or a run because their running back has been able to get small yardage but been able to get through that D-line. So I'm leaning towards a run, but maybe a play action pass.
So here we are, 21-10, 3rd and 1, 6 minutes, 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Score is 21-10. It's still a 2-possession game only.
3rd and 1. 2 guys in the backfield here. Jackson Chris hands it off to Wes Walters, and he gets the 1st down. The big man, the fullback, gets it. Nice run there by the Vikings.
Chang, the ball carrier.
And the 1st quarter, as you noticed, if you were watching in the 1st quarter, that quarter went by very fast compared to the 2nd in this quarter right now.
Still 6 minutes, though. I mean, we're only halfway.
So, yeah, still a lot of time left on the clock. There's 5 timeouts still in the game.
18 minutes for Los Gatos to come back. 1st and 10. Vikings trying to do it again.
And Los Gatos, all they need is a touchdown.
Jackson Chris. Pressure coming, but no. He throws it deep instead, looking for Thigh. Thigh just drops it, no flags. Good coverage by Los Gatos. Coverage there was by number 17.
And coverage thought he had a PI or a holding there. But I think there may have been a holding or PI on the offense.
Nate White.
Throws it deep, but just not able to connect. Great coverage. There may have been a holding or a pushing at the end of that.
Got the replay graphic.
2nd and 10. Now do you run it on the ground? I see you run it to Chang. Get some yards for 3rd down.
I believe that they do a play action right now.
We'll see. And you're right, it's a screen, no? And Thigh, can he get the 1st? He stretched out big. He may have got the 3rd.
I think it's a 3rd and inches right there.
Chris pass complete.
Because our camera had a perfect angle on that 1st down, but
9 yards.
maybe. So because of that, I think that it's still 3rd and 1. Yeah, PA announcer says 3rd and 1.
So he does not get the 1st. Now, what do you do now? It's just 3rd and 1. They brought the big fullback dive. Handed it off. Do they do it again?
I believe they go a handoff. I mean, their running backs have been producing all game long.
Aiden Chang in the backfield, the starting running back. They hand it off to him, and he gets the 1st.
This is why Chang is so valuable.
Hand off to Chang. Good for a little over 2 yards. And another 1st down, Palo Alto.
Chang does it all with the 1st down. Up and out. Nice job by Aiden Chang here. 5 minutes and running. 1st and 10. Can the Vikings put another one? All 3 touchdowns, by the way, if you're just tuning in, by Jameer Shepard.
And if you're also just tuning in, one of them was on the very first play of the game. Handoff.
Aiden Chang keeps going. Aiden Chang. There goes that man. Aiden Chang still up. Aiden Chang finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Aiden Chang with nearly a 30-yard run. Nice run there by Chang.
This is what makes Chang so valuable. He's such a good player. He can burn through. Hey, look, right here. Looks like he's going to go down the line. He may get tackled, but nope, to the left, and he jukes 2 players, and he crossed them both over.
Pretty good run by Chang as the 1st and 10 is set for the Vikings. Chang had a kind of a quiet first down, and now he is absolutely shredding it in the 2nd half.
He's in the shotgun formation.
1st down, Jackson Chris, play action, it's up. Louis Passarella still up, and in for the Vikings, touchdown! Touchdown, Paly! Louis Passarella with the touchdown to make it 27-10 with the extra point on its way.
Touchdown, Vikings.
And that was a great pass by the QB. but able to catch that and just push himself into the end zone. That's good. That's very good. Now, this game may be out of reach, but do not count Los Gatos out. They are a very good team.
What a great night for these seniors, as taking into perspective, this is the last time ever playing in this uniform on the field. It's crazy to think.
Well, I mean, there's still playoffs, but
Not here. It's neutral sites. Up and good for Fogue. Also last time for those seniors in the band. You know, these memories of them. Every Friday night, they're out here having fun. And they're having a lot of fun today.
the band.
Looking more like the Stanford band than a
Yep.
classical band. Going crazy, especially those seniors knowing it's their last time.
And Paly, they're right across the street from Stanford, so it feels like it's right at home.
Playing their fight song right now, matter of fact.
Yep. I mean, always going to Stanford. That's a ball of a time. They have been declining a little bit this year because of Bryce Love. He's trying not to get injured.
Yeah. Bryce Love, you know, I don't know if it's him, the coaches, the
I think it's the
doctors,
coaches.
but they're not letting them play. They're not really budging it. Like, the Utah game could have been really different if it wasn't. If he maybe played, everything could be different, you know. The record would be different. Even the Notre Dame game, maybe.
Yeah. But they are still ranked. They're 23rd in the nation, 24th maybe.
2 losses for them. 4:18 left in the third. The kickoff here by Tyler Fogue is up and away.
Kicks it up. He's going to take it.
The
and he's
return
up.
as the band just doesn't care. They keep playing well. It's going. I love it. As Los Gatos takes it to about the 23. Nice return there
And
by
there's a
number
flag.
11.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like it may be on Paly. But there,
Return to the 21-yard line.
flag on the play though.
Flag on the play.
The return by Langman. Flag.
And it is on Los Gatos.
Dead ball. Personal foul on Los Gatos.
Personal foul. Not what you want. Cannot be talking trash. You cannot be hitting people. You got to be serious, especially now because you're down by 18. You're trying to make a comeback. So yeah, it's gonna be Los Gatos' ball.
After the penalty,
Inside the 10-yard line.
First down, Los Gatos.
28-10. It's gonna be on the 11-yard line.
So not quite inside the 10-yard line, but pretty dang close.
Miller back in the shotgun. How do you think Miller's played this half?
I think he hasn't played very good. He hasn't been producing, but maybe it's just a bad 4 minutes as he takes off running and gets a few yards on that play.
Flag on the play though. What
Oh.
could have been?
Who knows? If it's on Los Gatos, that's terrible. If it's on Paly, that's very bad for them. That's an automatic first down and 5
Miller
yards.
is a very pro-style quarterback. His footwork is unreal. So on that touchdown he threw right before the second half, his footwork is amazing.
Looks like Cam Newton out there.
He is a really good player. Just, I think he gets in his head a little bit. They're going backwards, so it looks to be on Los Gatos, possibly a false start. So now that will move them back to the 6, and it will be 2nd and long.
And it will be 1st and 10, actually.
Or no,
But they will be,
second.
no, 2nd and 10. But they will be moved back to the 6-yard, 2nd and 15. But they will be back on the 6-yard line. So I bet they pass on this play.
False start there by Los Gatos. Miller under center. Play action. As you said, they're going to pass. And
Nice
they
pass.
pass it to Langman. And Langman
Looks
will
like he
be
may have
just
gotten the
short
first.
or get it. Here we see a replay of it. Miller goes under center. Good footwork. Hits the Langman.
Actually, he was quite far from the first, though. But now it's 2nd and 4. So that's an 11-yard gain.
I think it's 3rd and 4. There's
2nd and 4.
Update it.
2nd and 4.
Haven't updated it.
Gain of 11. Brings up second
I don't know. Maybe they haven't changed it yet.
Second down, 2nd and 4.
Second and 4, you're right. I guess they made it first down after the false start. So second and 4 on the 18. Big play there for Los Gatos. The band just keeps playing during their plays. They can get in trouble for that. I've seen that happen in some college games, actually.
And the QB takes off running and takes like a 1 yard gain. And it may be 3rd and 3, and they're probably going to run or pass. Who knows?
I think the band directors don't even care anymore. They're just letting their guys just play and have fun because you know what? It's the last time for the seniors. Same goes for the football team. Awesome night here on homecoming and senior night.
And as you can see on the cheerleaders for both teams, you probably can't see it right now, but it is cold out here. They have their long sleeve sweatshirts out here, and do not deny it, my hands are frigid.
2 minutes and running in the third quarter. We're nearly in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7 though. This is a huge play after the loss for Los Gatos. Under center as the music keeps rolling. Miller finds number 88. The ball comes out. Was it an incomplete pass? Yes, it was. The hit laid by Danny Richard Valencia.
And number 89, the receiver, tight end probably on that. He looks a little bit shaken up after that play.
Schweitzer had it in his hands, but look at Valencia just hit him with the side, and it's 4th down, and now the punt team's probably going to have to come out.
I mean, when you're a receiver like that, you really have no chance of catching that because if you have stickness on your glove, like you have fresh gloves, that's sticking on there, but really.
I mean, it was the hit, really.
Yeah, really the hit, but like you would have to be amazing. You would have to be like probably Antonio Brown to catch that.
4th and 7, and
kind of
not a good kick at all.
And that's and that maybe
goes about 20 yards.
I mean,
and Paly's gonna have amazing field position.
I mean, they kicked it 13 yards after the first down.
You went from having a boomer, maybe a 50-yarder, to having a 20-yarder. Huge difference for the punter. Very inconsistent night.
Maybe he used up on all the juice on that last punt.
So Paly regains the ball. After the pass to Rella touchdown.
And I forget, what was Paly coaches last year? Paly's coach last year?
I think it was Danny Sullivan.
And who's the new coach this year?
Nelson Gifford.
Well, something must be going right for Nelson. But not right there. Looks like Paly's going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Palo Alto.
Now they only have one timeout left.
When do you put the backup quarterback in if you're the Vikings? Maybe not even because you maybe want your senior quarterback, Jackson Chris, to end on the field because it's senior night. Do you put him in?
Well, I mean, they have their backup in right now? They do?
No.
Okay.
Do you ever put him in is my question.
Well, that depends. That depends if it turns into like a 12-point game or an 11-point game. Or it's an 11-point game. Or it's an 11-point game, it's a 12-point game, 28-point game. It really matters what the score is, to be fair, because they don't want to risk him getting an injury.
2 minutes left in the third quarter. Paly's ball with great field position. So the senior quarterback, Jackson Chris, to stay in. To be fair, it's not even the fourth quarter.
Yeah, only the third quarter, surprisingly. We have 2 minutes exactly on the clock. And it is going to be Paly ball in a very good position. The QB and shotgun.
Chris gives it to Rosenthal. Rosenthal keeps going.
And that could be a touchdown.
They'll go all the way.
Paly.
As you see, it's a touchdown, Paly.
Now, I think now they're going to put in their backup because now it is a 26-point game. Well, I mean, not a 26-point game, 24-point game. Maybe 25 now.
Paly's just unreal. Who can stop this team? Who can beat this team? A Wilcox road loss is their only loss. But when will it come at home? Not this year. They're going to go undefeated at home, it looks like, as this is the last home game. How far can this team go is the question in the playoffs. The extra point's up and good.
And the QB and the referee signal is up and is good.
Tyler Foes
35-10, a minute 53. Now really Los Gatos has nothing to lose. Throw it deep, do whatever, do those plays that you haven't been able to do. Do something that you're not comfortable doing. Send it now, because if you're Los Gatos, you probably know you're probably going away with losing this game.
I mean, just get something going into the next game or the next practice so you're motivated. I mean, we still have 13 minutes, 53 seconds left of football, plus timeouts, so they still have a chance. I mean, it's only a 25-point game. And by I mean it is a 25-point game. But they could still come back in this game. It's only a 4-possession game. And they still have a lot of football left, so I think they could get some points going to next week with some
remember you said
motivation.
2 minutes left till halftime. Till end of the third, right before that play, and now it's a minute 53. Football is a slow game when there's a touchdowns and stuff.
And Paly's fans, they were just saying, I believe that we will win. And I don't think you're wrong, Paly fans. I don't think you're wrong. I believe that you guys will win too.
153, the kick. Gonna be made here by Tyler Foe. It's up and away.
That was a long kick and into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. And it looks like there's a flag. Yeah, there's a flag on the play. It may be unsportsmanlike conduct or a block in the back. There may be a replay on it, but let's see what the referees say. And it was on Paly. We'll have to see the PA announcer, see what he says it was.
Folks, kick goes in the end zone for a touchback. There is a flag
Flag on the play was
penalty against the Vikings.
against the Vikings. It was,
Even the PA announcer
Unknown.
doesn't even know what happened.
but it was a penalty against the Vikings. That is known. So
It
the
will-
Gatos will get the ball in very, very, very good field position. Maybe it was a personal foul or celebration.
Yeah, it was, because the ball's at 35. 35 minus 20, that's 15. 15 yards is a personal foul. Quick maths. What do you think Los Gatos would do on this play? Because
Throw
they're down
a
big.
deep, deep ball.
Yeah,
Be risky. No need in handing the ball off, being conservative. Just be risky. You gotta just see what you can do.
just send it.
Tell your quarterback Miller, who has a pretty decent arm, to just throw one deep to Langsman,
Don't-
whoever, Schweitzer. And wait, we do have a new quarterback in. Miller's no longer in as he throws a completion. The new quarterback is the punter, Yellman, I believe.
George Gervin.
And,
Gervin.
and Miller actually hasn't done that bad of a game. He had a pretty good first half. It's
Maybe
just-
they don't want to injure him.
yeah, they don't want to injure him.
So the
And-
backup QB, Gervin, he's only a junior. Also, the punter is in. He got rewarded from having that bad punt.
Well, it looks like that was completion for about 7 yards on the play. Yeah, 2nd and 3.
Gervin scrambling. He is a runner, as you can tell already. He is fast, too. Gervin keeps going and out of bounds.
And
You
that
can
may be
already
a
tell
first down.
Gervin's kind of lighting a fire in this Los Gatos offense. They're a lot more quick and aggressive, and they seem more confident with him. I like the choice to move to Gervin.
I mean, isn't German the punter?
He's the punter and quarterback, backup QB.
Well, I mean, you don't want him to get injured because now you're probably going to be using your punter as a kicker and your kicker as a punter. And you don't really want that.
Goes up to the
You may have to call
47-yard
someone up from the
line.
JV
Los
team to
Gatos
come
first
out here
down.
and punt, kick the ball. Or just hold the ball. And it's already been a long half, but we are not done yet. It's only the 3rd quarter, about to be the 4th. And we have seen some of the stands being emptied as it's getting late. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout for Los Gatos.
Los Gatos.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Maybe an unnecessary timeout there, as they have a whole 30 seconds left. Why are they using that timeout?
I mean, the clock wasn't going. Maybe they want to just look things over, try and get a quick 2 plays or a play before the end of the 3rd quarter. Because I don't know why they use that timeout, because they pretty much have a timeout in 30 seconds. And That was just very unnecessary. And looks like the band's getting ready to play one of their fight songs.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Maybe they could squeeze another one in depending on what happens of the third quarter.
And I think the future of Paly football isn't very bright because you saw the JV team, they lost by 40, and as you see their varsity team, they're winning by 25. So the future of this team is a little bit like questionable.
Langsman goes down hard. Yeah, I think next year they'll still be good because they have a good junior class. But maybe the year after that.
Yeah, in 2 years, we don't know what'll happen.
Maybe after that, they have a pretty good 8th grade class coming in.
Yeah, that may be a very good class.
But we'll see.
And are they taking another timeout? Oh, wait, no, they're just letting the clock run out. And we are going into fourth quarter high school homecoming, senior night, Paly football in the fourth quarter. And score.
Around the Bay Area in high school football, Sacred Heart versus at Terra Nova turned out to be a really interesting game as we're getting the score for that one. That is an interesting game for that league too, as Hugh will join MA in the playoffs. And the score for that game we have was 40-28. Sacred Heart pulls that win out. Huge win for them.
And every win, especially in the final week of the season, every win counts. Because if you're tied with someone and they lose a game and you win, you're probably going up a few spots and playing you may actually be playing them. But has Los Gatos, I don't know this, has Los Gatos solidified and got a spot in the playoffs?
Oh, there's Kyle.
What?
Has Los Gatos gotten a spot in the playoffs? Because they are 6-3.
Most likely. I believe they're third in their league after Wilcox, then Paly. So they should be in, I think, top 4. I think you need like 3 league wins to get in, a 3-2 league. So they should be in because, yeah, Saratoga, they're better than Homestead, Saratoga, Los Gatos.
And that was a very strange pass as it just goes way over. And it looks like he got sacked after that play, but who knows?
Yeah, Gervin went to Summers there, didn't quite work out. He got hit hard by the Vikings.
And this game is probably out of reach by now. And who knows? But everyone's still into it, knowing this will be their last homecoming game, like ever as a senior. And it looks like there was a flag on the play, and they are moving the chains. Was there a flag on the play? I didn't see a flag.
Los Gatos trying to get some points maybe here. Drill a little comeback game. I mean, they took their quarterback in. Will they put him back in? If they score, put Miller back in, it's really interesting.
Now, what are they doing? They're all just facing the other way.
But Gervin has really sparked the light in this Los Gatos team. He's really brought them back into it.
Yeah. I mean, German, if anybody has to lead this team and bring it back, it's him.
The 5'9" junior in shotgun takes the snap. He's going, he's rolling, and he's almost taken down, and he is taken down. Lewis Passarello after 4 flags. Fighting a 5th one as we see flags all over the place after the sack by Passarello. We got people holding each other back on Los Gatos. A little fight must have broken out after that huge sack. Those Los Gatos players didn't like how hard Passarello hit the QB.
And now what I believe is going to be a 4-yard loss is going to be
you see it was a big hit there. Maybe a late hit. You see the Los Gatos coach yelled one
It was
flag.
on Paly. It was on Paly.
Yeah.
Because you saw his player. He was like
hit.
clapping in front of his face. And that's going to be a 15-yarder. Paly. That's
There was
like their
4
fourth
or
person.
5 flags. Paly needs to wash the personals. They've had way too many of those tonight.
Now, what was a 4-yard loss turns into a 15-yard gain. And that's just crazy. Plus, it's going to be a first down. And refs are discussing it. And let's just give another shout-out to our MC Sports crew. Really been a wonder tonight as we're getting the best shots of the game. Hopefully you like it.
They work really hard before the games.
After.
Hour before, after. It's just cable wrapping after cable wrapping after cleaning up cameras. They're the last ones to leave and the first ones to arrive.
I mean, make sure you go to one of our summer camps because they are real ball all the time.
11:43 left in the fourth quarter and the whole entire game.
And there seems to be pretty much a huge timeout that the referees called. And
Refs are still talking about this. I don't know what they're trying to sort out, but
I think it was because when he clapped in front of his face, one of the Los Gatos guys got up and pushed him around. So I think there's going to be 2 penalties for both teams, and they'll just cancel out each other.
it's good for Paly getting junior some time, you know. Maybe even some those players that don't get to play as much. The one sophomore on the team, Jackson Bundy, get him some playing time.
Oh, and there was targeting on Paly, and that's it. Targeting on Paly, and that's going to be a 15-yard gain.
And he may be ejected. When you get a blow to the head, that is harsh. You don't want to do that, especially at the high school level. We already know how dangerous the sport is, and when you're doing that, you gotta stop. Obviously, great job by the refs just to call it, because if you keep doing that, people are gonna get injured. Injuries are
Lead
just
to very
terrible,
several
obviously.
things, especially in football. Probably has the highest concussion rate. In the NFL, they average about.
There was also, after the targeting, 2 personal fouls, one on Paly, one on Los Gatos. So there was a little bit of beef after the targeting, obviously. As you can see a replay of this, another one, which is good to see. So we have there, and then it was right here. We don't have a great view of it.
Yeah, number
but it looks
7.
to lead with it. You can kind of see just the crown of his helmet lead into him. He bends down.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Because the offensive tackle was kind of getting in our way. And
Chance
Paly.
going around with the band, the student section, everybody.
And from up here, we have no idea what they're saying. They're just chanting a bunch of stuff.
35, 10, 11:42. Finally, we can resume. And it's a big yard, so Los Gatos needs to score. This is a Gervin. He's been driving his team down. The athletic, mobile quarterback, but can the Paly defense hold them? Some of the last times these players are ever going to touch the field. Gervin in the gun, throws one up and deep, and it's intended for Langman, but no, it's good. Great defense by Giffen and Shepard. As you see that student section on your TV right now, that is just unreal. The flags, they're just getting hyped. This could be their last. This is their last game under the lights this year, so they're loving it.
Who knows? There may be an away game this year somewhere else, but I don't think there'll be
They got
this
an
much
away
of a
game
crowd.
left, but not here, and it's not the same. There's no bands in the away games.
I mean, every year there's always a big crowd, and Paly, I don't know if they won the year before last year on their homecoming, but they seem to have, well, this will be their 2nd year in a row, not knowing what happened 2 years ago for their homecoming winning streak. Fake handoff, a little bit of play action. Throws it over him, though.
Gervin really overthrows that. I don't like that play call at all. Not a smart play call. So now it'll be 2nd and 10. And I guess that deep ball into the end zone was a foul on Paly. Or sorry, no. 3rd down on Paly. Just the scoreboard's low. So 3rd down. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings on 22. Sorry, for the Wildcats. Paly making a substitution. Has the sub out. Great. Set him on.
World Series.
We have 11:18 by the way left in the game. 3rd and 10 here for Los Gatos to score. Gervin sacked by Luis Passarello. He scores a touchdown and has been all over the ball defensively and offensively.
Wow, he just comes in and smothers him from behind. Gerben, really not the strongest of guys. Sorry, Gerben, if you're watching this. But he's the punter. Punters aren't known to be strong.
Hey, he's the backup quarterback too. You gotta give him some props. He's pretty athletic. He's fast, but
Yeah.
maybe not strong.
He may be the starting QB next year, especially with the way he's throwing tonight.
Yeah, Miller will be gone next year. Next year when we watch this game, Gervin should be the starter. And just
And
get him some playing time, get him familiar with the game, get him into the game.
and they are going to be going for it on 4th and
It's a
12.
good call. You can't kick a field goal that far.
A play
you
action.
just gotta
He's
be
going to throw it
risky.
deep to
Deep
the
ball
end
to
zone.
Legman.
No good.
Great defense, Jameer Shepard. Defense, offense, whatever, you name it. He is all over the ball tonight.
And with 10 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter, it looks like that is the final punch blow to knock out Los Gatos from winning this
So
game.
now Paly's just maybe try to score one more. Jameer Valencia, great defense by him. He's been all over the ball defensive. Star quarterback, number 1 cornerback for the team. That's the one position he plays, and he's good at it. Cornerback, he's rocking the pink sleeves for breast cancer, which is awesome. Support that. It's the last game of Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October 26th.
I think they should just make it breast cancer awareness season, because you
All
need to
fall.
be rocking that purple, and it's becoming a trend. Or purple or pink, depending on what cancer you're trying for or going for.
Hand off to Chang.
But really, nobody likes cancer.
2 yards. Second
There's
down.
the saying around the NFL: crucial catch, intercept cancer. And it-
Yeah. Terrible thing, but people are fighting for it, trying to get it, and that's kind of part of the movement, with the pink socks, the pink sleeves, the pink cleats. Some
The
people
fun
even
runs.
changing the hair pink, yeah. Just to donate, get aware of it, try to cure. So we're back here. Jackson Chris rolling out the wrong way, finds Paul the senior on his last time ever at this field, gets another catch. What a night it's been for him.
And he was not going down. He was staying up, and then 5 players from Los Gatos had to take him.
Cleat to thigh.
And there's a flag after the play, and that's going to be on Los Gatos, and that's going to be a push.
Gatos, Paly, they're a rivalry match. They really are. They're kind of unwritten, Paly's rivals with Gun. Well, Gun's not really in Paly's league. They don't play each other in football. They play each other in basketball, and it's awesome. They don't play each other in football. So Paly's main rival really is Los Gatos. Their league, they hate each other. Every year it's back and forth, basketball, football, you name it. They will fight. They'll get gritty, as some people say. They do not like each other, and you're showing it right now. Lots of personal fouls for both teams tonight.
Okay, let's just be quiet to see what the flag is for and who it's on. I believe it's on Paly,
It's on Los Gatos. They're going the other way.
and that's not going to be good, as I believe the Paly fans are about to get ready and celebrate.
So, yeah, Los Gatos obviously annoyed, frustrated, upset. Their team's losing by 25,
Penalty is against
probably
Los
over.
Gatos.
And they're showing the frustration right now.
Ball is placed at the 47-yard line. First down, Vikings.
And the Paly fans, they're chanting, "You can't do that," as they are mocking Los Gatos, saying, "You know what? You can't just come in here into our house and start wrecking up on our players. You can't do that." Just letting us know.
Jackson Chris, the handoff to Aiden Chang.
And that's going to be about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Good bottle there, not much there. Good defense by Los Gatos.
And as the clock is ticking down, we have just hit the 9-minute mark. Second down, 9. That was a 1.5 yard gain, actually. There's a big difference between 1.5 yards and 1 yard and half a yard. Because
8 minutes in running here. Alex Stahl, the center. You can just watch him on this play. He's so dynamic and quick on his blocks. Really, everybody is so quick on the Paly line. That's why they've been so successful in the run game.
And did you see the right defensive tackle? He may have jumped a little bit. And it looks like Paly's going to call a timeout or take the delay of game. Because
Yeah, they call a timeout, I guess.
And-
I know it's a
Against
delay
Palo
of
Alto.
game.
And number 77, you see him right there. Who's number 77? Everyone on Paly thought he jumped off sides, but no, or an encroachment.
Ball
Right?
back to the
77, interestingly, isn't our roster, but
It'll be second and third.
so yeah, Chris, not really an experienced move by him, as
I think they just take the delay of game and keep the timeout. I think that was a smart play right there. Just take a delay of game instead of taking a snap that really isn't very good.
so it'd be second and 13 now.
Only
Good
5
timeout.
yards on play. Nice throw, but he
Chris.
drops it.
Had had it in Paul Thee's hands, just dropped it. Very, very rare drop by Paul Thees. You see, it's a dot, really.
Chris
But
pass.
It may have been a little bit tipped by the receiver in front of
Yeah,
him.
Paly's receiver, I think he thought it
He
was his.
did?
He's like, oh, wait, that's Paul Thees. And
He may have tipped it very slightly. The slightest movements, that could hit your shoulder, and that's not. And you don't really catch stuff with your shoulder. So,
Third and 13. Do you throw it? I know you're winning by a lot. You don't want to rub it in, but you still got to throw it. I mean, it's 3rd and 13. There's whole
Yeah.
8 minutes left.
I think you want to entertain your crowd. Plus, you want to get the first, keep it going. I think you throw, and they will
Chris.
throw a little screen pass.
Not
That's gonna lose
much
yards.
at all there.
No, it won't lose
Except
yards.
Stats for his completion rate.
It won't lose yards because one ref says it was an incomplete, and one says that it was complete. But I'm pretty sure it was incomplete. It doesn't really matter. If it was complete, it's negative yards, and if it wasn't, then it's still 4th and 13.
In comes the punt team. Tyler Fogg, the all-around kickers, made all 5 of his extra points today. First punt of the night will be a good punt.
I mean, he's only had one punt tonight that wasn't very good. That 20-yard gain that kind of slid off his foot. But then all the other ones, he had a 50-yard punt, and that's NFL
No, that
material
was,
right
that
there.
was Gervin and Los Gatos kicker.
Oh,
That's a nice punt, though. That's his first one of the night, I think. But he's been kicking like crazy. Has already got a return, though, by Morrow. And oh, wow, that's a possible late hit. That's by the running back, too, Aiden Chang, playing some special teams. See a nice hero shot of him right there.
Folks, punt.
I mean, the Paly fans, they're just loving out here. And
Mazavero had a nice return, though.
I kind of want this game to get over because it's kind of cold out here. It's kind of getting boring. It's not a very entertaining game right now. Second half has been all Vikings in the third quarter. If nobody had scored, it would have been still entertaining because it's only a 4-point game. And there's crucial decisions to be made.
Now in garbage time, this game is most likely over. 8:01 left. Gervin back in. Good defense right there by number 43, the backup quarterback and free safety, Kevin Cole. Got a happy birthday song going on now for the Vikings.
Incomplete.
And I believe they said happy birthday, Gurman. And if that's happy birthday, Gurman, that's his birthday gift to be a backup, to be the QB today. He hasn't been doing bad. He has a TD, I believe. And I bet he's doing pretty good. Does he have a TD today?
No, I think they got a turnover on downs last time, but he drove down.
Yeah, he had a turnover on downs.
7:55 left.
Play
Gervin
action.
gonna
Throws it deep.
throw it. And incomplete pass.
And a little bit over his head. But, of course.
Intended for number 13.
But it's over his head.
Ball's incomplete. 3rd down 10.
3rd and 10 for the Vikings. 7:51 left in the game.
Number 25 subbing number 56 out of the game. Don't know his name. Also, number 55 coming out of the game. 55, 56 coming out of the game. And no, 55 is coming back into the game.
Matthew Maher.
He looks like a middle linebacker or linebacker. No. 55 stays in, but 21 comes out. And there is 7 minutes and 51 seconds left in this game. Yeah, we still have a lot of football left, and that may have been an encroachment right there by number 33.
Gervin in. Gonna keep going. He's
And-
off to the races. Doesn't get the first down. It'll be a 4th and 3. Do you go for it now? You're nearly at the 50. 4th and 3.
I mean, of course you do, because you're down by 25. You have nothing to lose except your players, and you definitely go for it. I mean, it's only 3 yards. They have a pretty good running back QB, and
4th down.
I don't see any reason why they wouldn't go for it.
Chain getting subbed out. Not a big defensive player. More of a running back. Still a pretty good defensive player, though. You can tackle. Plays defensive end sometimes. 4th and 6, actually. So it's going to be probably a pass that's Gervin going to do. Maybe Gervin can scramble. What do you suggest?
I believe that Gervin's going to go out for probably a little scramble and then throw it a little, maybe even run the ball. And for only one play, this game has been tied or run. And it looks like he may have jumped off sides.
Los Gatos drew the encroachment or offsides there.
And
nice job with the hard count by Los Gatos.
I don't even think that was not a jump offside. That was definitely not. I'm pretty sure that
Martinez,
wasn't.
number 21, jump. Nice
Number
job by Los
2.
Gatos. Now it's only 4th and 1.
And now number 2.
Genacio Henry.
Yeah, Genacio Henley. He was kind of like swiping him, like, get off. Like, you drew offsides, and that's why that's a first. Or it's a 4th and 1. So 2 yards on
4th and 1. 7 minutes, 42 seconds left.
I guess since they jumped offsides, they just can't give him the first.
4th and 1 down.
He's going to run, and it looks like he got the first.
It's interesting. Did he get it is the question.
And
yes,
he
did.
He got the first
still
down.
up. So, yeah, Gervin, the QB. Do you think if Gervin started this game would be any different? Or
Yeah,
do
I
you
think-
like the call of Miller?
I think if Gervin started this game, I think it would have been like 14 points or
I don't think
something.
they would win, but it would be maybe a tad closer.
Yeah, maybe they'd be like 17 points maybe on the board right now.
35-10. 7 minutes, 29 left in the game.
And number 71 on Paly's kind of stretching his legs out, laying out. He's scrambling out of the
First and
pocket. He's
10.
going to throw it, and it's
Good
going to be
defense there by Henley. Flag on the play. Henley upset about the call, but good job of him holding back not to get the personal foul. See what the penalty is.
maybe on Los Gatos, but everybody thinks it's on Palo Alto.
I think it's a PI on Henley. Flag in the play. We'll see what it is.
And our camera crew, they have been standing this entire half, and we have been sitting in nice chairs. I don't know how they're getting through this because they're standing up. I mean, they can sit on the bench, like, very occasionally, but it's very good that they're just sacrificing their legs to get a good view.
1st and 10 for Los Gatos. See if they can get a touchdown before this game ends. 7 minutes left. The snap. Gerwin. It's a fumble, but he recovers it. Gerwin. Deep ball. Schweitzer picked off.
Picked off by Paly. And
Danny Richard Valencia. Probably and most likely his last pick ever in a Palo Alto uniform at home. Congrats to him. Way to end his career at Paly.
but
He's been an amazing cornerback. Leader in picks, probably leader in tackles. He's been all over the ball. 2 picks tonight. He is a star, and don't test him if you're playing wide receiver, because he will pick you off.
and the Paly band is playing the Darth Vader song. Don't know why.
Because he's dangerous. Don't test him.
Yeah. Imagine this. 4 days later, the Paly football program goes bankrupt because of copyright claims.
The handoff.
That'd be funny and sad at the same time. Mostly sad.
Chang, the ball carrier.
Let it out. All right. We got 6:50 left. 2nd and 5.
Second down.
But I mean, it's all fun. High school football. Can't get better than this. I mean, of course, going to an NFL game, that's getting better. But high school football, it's amazing. You're seeing these young stars coming up, trying to find their spot on a college football team, maybe even to the NFL draft.
2nd and 5. The handoff by Aiden Chang. Not much going for him there. Maybe got about 2 yards, 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd down for the Vikings. Do you hand it off or throw it? I know it's 3rd down. What do you call here, though?
I think they're just going to run, try and burn as much clock as left, try and get as least flag on the field, get as least flags, burn as much clock as you can, and just get rid of the risk of any injuries because this game's over.
3rd and 2 now. So I could see a screen pass, too, maybe to Shepard. You really don't want to get him injured, though. He is your star. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Chang. Does Chang get it, though, is the question. It's going to be close.
If they do, this game is very
And the
close.
Changs keep rolling. So it's a 1st down for the Vikings.
Yo, why does the clock keep stopping?
Ball up to the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
5:48 left
Vikings.
in the game.
And as you can see, the clock keeps stopping because they need to take a little look at the play. and it's almost as if they get a 5-second timeout.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. 5:33 left. 35-10. Will they get another touchdown before this game ends? Jackson Chris, the senior, stays in. Hands it off to Aiden Chang, the other senior. And then there's all the seniors are staying in because they want to keep them in for the last time at home, which makes sense. Normally, if this was a earlier season game, they'd probably sub them out for all the juniors, but it makes sense what they're doing.
And Chang goes for another 11-yard gain, and that's going to be a first down for Paly. And of course, the hype is dying down from what was in the fourth or the start of the second half, because this game is pretty much over. All we need is a few knees, a few first downs, and this game's over.
5 minutes left in the game. First down for the Vikings after the Chang 10-yard run.
And they're running
Jackson Chris keeps running into Aiden Chang. Let him run. It's his last time ever here.
And Aiden
Gets about
Chang.
1 yard, and it's going to be 2nd and down for the Vikings. 2nd and 9.
And it's about 4 minutes, about to be 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And what are your thoughts on why Paly is winning this game right now?
You know, I think the reason they're winning is because they're so dynamic. As I heard CJ saying it there and Kieran earlier, they have so many weapons. You can go to Jameer Shepard at wide receiver. But if they double team him, why not? Just go to Paul Thee. You're going to put your other safety on him? Why not send it over at the tight end to Luis Passarello? They're so dynamic. Oh, and if you're going to only cover the passing game, well, you got Aiden Chang, one of the best running backs in the league. So they are so stacked and so dynamic on the offense, and that's what makes this team good. Not to mention their O-line, not to mention, obviously, Nelson Gifford, and their defense. The team is dynamic. That's the reason they're doing so well. Third and 13. Just trying to get the ball back. Do something to make it look a little respectable.
Yeah, because, I mean, for the final play, for the final knee, I believe they're going to put the seniors in. Like, they may put a wide receiver in at safety just to honor them and be like.
Jackson Chris throw caught by the junior, Luis Passarella. Possibly for the first down, possibly for a 4th and short. We'll see.
I believe it's going to be 4th and short, but here's a nice one. Right as he's taken down. Right as he's taken down, that's a nice throw, and it looks like he's going to get a first down on the play.
They're moving the chains, first down. That's heartbreaking for Los Gatos because they really thought they could get him.
Good enough for a Palo Alto first down.
3:20 left in the game. Time's ticking.
Now Palo Alto clock's ticking, and as you can see on our screen, there are 2 kids just on top of the float. Must be, I don't know what team or what age group made that float.
I think it's sophomore. All right, handoff there for about a yard or 2. Not much for Paly. Time will continue to run. 2 minutes 55 seconds.
I believe that is the freshman float. But I would say that the best float would be the junior float. I mean, they have a car pretty much built in, and then the lights are on, and it looks like it's pretty much going back to the 80s.
35-10. Second down. Moving the chains. Looks to be a foul there on Los Gatos. Another personal foul on Los Gatos. Los Gatos needs to watch it as the personal fouls coming left and right. They're just frustrated, I think. Sense frustration with them. Because that's another penalty for Los Gatos.
And I'm starting to get tired because this game's getting kind of boring. And, you know, it's getting late. And pretty much, it's just, if you add everything up, you're pretty much very tired.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. 2:52 and counting left. Chris dribble. Fumbles the snap, but he's going to keep running. Not much there, though. Gets about a yard and maybe even half a yard. So it will be 2nd and 9.
Chris down the keeper.
Just letting the seniors play. 7 seniors in left and right. Messi Mahe comes in for David Hickey. Just letting everyone play. Time running, 2:20 left. Jackson Chris. There's no 2-minute warning, by the way. Jackson Chris in the gun, 2nd and 9. Fumbles the snap, recovers, still running again. keeps going. His O-line's helping him out. Gets about 3-4 yards, as you see on your screen.
And we're about to hit the 2 minutes, no 2-minute warning, I believe, in high school football. And with a first down, this game is over, but it's third down, and Los Gatos wants to at least get something going in the next week.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, a minute 47 left. 3rd and 6, man, coming out, but we're not done yet.
And with one
I
good
say you throw the ball. Let Jackson Chris have his last throw
as Paly.
ever on this field, which is sad for him.
And there's a minute 30 left on the clock, as this game's pretty much over with the first down.
Here's Chris, but he's going to hand it off. And he'll get the first. Aiden Chang.
And
Who knows?
that
Could be his last carry at this field, so why not let it fly? Says the coach, and gives it to Aiden Chang. First down, Vikings.
and this is just a very special moment for all these players, especially all the seniors. I mean, juniors, good luck next year, especially at the home games. Homecoming's going to be real cool, especially for your senior nights.
This team's good. 7-1. They win again. 8-1. This team's deadly. They're dangerous in the playoffs. And they're probably going to go 9-1 with that one, maybe unlucky, people could say, loss at Wilcox on the road.
And now there's 1 minute left, 54 seconds. They are going into
Victory
the
formation. They're going to get one more of those, and this game will be over. As you see, Aiden Chang just kind of kneeling down behind everybody, taking a moment to reflect and say, wow, my time's come to an end here.
Now quickly, before the end of the game, who do you think will be the player of the game in this game?
Player of the game, in my opinion, as we see our last victory formation. Last snap for Jackson Christ and the Palo Alto Vikings as they get the win. In my opinion, MVP of the game offensively is Jameer Shepard. 3 touchdowns. He's a touchdown machine. It's like every time he gets the ball, he finds a way to get into the end zone. Defensive-wise, Danny Richard Valencia.
Let's count it down.
Richard Valencia,
5,
all over the place. 2
4,
picks, coverage
3,
everywhere.
2,
Great job
1,
by him.
0, and that is the end of the career here for all these Paly seniors.
Once
As-
again, congrats to all those seniors making the way and playing in the last game. Won this program, naming all the seniors on Paly: Damian Richard Valencia, Dwayne Trahan, Jackson Chris, Wes Walters, Paul Thie, Tyler Fogg, Walker Rosenthal, Chris Martinez, Aiden Chang, Seattle Millar, Andres Jimenez, Messi Mahe, Kevin Griffin, Dwayne Rositas, David Hickey, and that is it. Our final score is the Palo Alto Vikings 35 and the Los Gatos Cats 10. We want to thank our entire MC Sports student crew, everybody part of it. Our next broadcast will be next week at MA. Make sure, for my broadcast partner, Evan Butler, I'm Casey Hornbeek. This has been a student sports production of the Midpen Media Center. Have a great night.